Now you've done it. If you're just like a poor, unaware soul who has happened upon the stream, I'm very sorry for you. This is probably going to be a very bumpy ride, and you didn't think I was going to let you get away without doing some sort of Halloween stream. Everyone else seems to be doing one, so let's do it. I know it's technically not Halloween anymore. It's like 12:30 in the morning, the day after. But I'm one of those people who's like, until the sun comes up the next day, it's not really the next day. We're going to consider it Halloween still just for fun. But honestly, that many people probably aren't awake right now anyway. Anyone smart would probably be in bed so that they didn't have to watch this. But I feel like if you're up, maybe this is the kind of thing you want to have on in the background. Maybe you have like a sugar rush going on from all the Halloween candy you ate. But I see a couple of of chats coming in. I'm so sorry for all of you. I really am. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, well, technically for you, if you're on the West Coast, I guess it's not that late. So I am sorry to everybody on the West Coast who might still actually be awake and get a notification of this. Halloween was yesterday for you. Cool Effects Pro YouTube Poop. The pro of YouTube Poop is in the house, everybody. Very fitting for the game we're about to play. I mean, let me know if my sound here is good. Of course, there's no music on the title screen. I will spare everyone for another minute before we listen to the non-stop loop of the Ghostbusters theme, which honestly, there are worse themes you could have to listen to non-stop. At least this is a game that actually has, the music from the movie in it, unlike, say, Back to the Future, where it's just random gibberish instead of the good music from the movie. Alexander, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Why are you all up so late? I mean, again, there's time zones and all that going on. But okay, I won't cause you to wait any longer. Let's just get this over with already. And there is the classic Ghostbusters kind of voice there. So I think the first thing we do is we have to go to the shop and pick up our supplies, because for some reason you don't start with any supplies. They have to go to like Goodwill or something and pick them up. I think that's how this works anyway. I am pressing the A button on the shop, which I thought was what you had to do. I guess I was just not in the perfectly 100% right position to go to the shop. And here we go, driving down the world's longest street to go pick up our supplies. Tailor-made for us. And for some reason they're available at Goodwill, but okay. I think we can actually pick up the speed a little bit. Cars seem to come at a pretty consistent rate, so like we can speed up and then slow down when the car comes, and speed up and then slow down. Which would be like really ridiculous to do on a real road if you were driving in this way. But I mean, that guy is literally swerving across 4 lanes of traffic. Whoa! What? Okay, well, see, the game took control of me there and moved over to the right to pull into the store, and then I don't know if that counted as a hit. I don't think it did, because we did not lose any money. We're still at 10,000 here. I gotta read the comments. Why are all of you up so late? Why? I mean, it's Halloween. It's a good excuse to be up pretty late, I guess, even though, it's a weekday. It sucks when Halloween lands on a weekday. It's definitely one of those days where you want to stay up late, even though it's probably one where you shouldn't. It's funny, you watched Ghostbusters tonight. See, I had to get this in right before Halloween was over. Oh, the 2016 one. Yeah, of course, it's one of those ones, people... you can't mess with the original. Like, the Karate Kid. Like, the new one's probably not that bad, but how am I ever supposed to watch it and be like, this is good, when the original is just so amazing? Remakes are definitely a thing. Oh, wow, you are way into the future. November 1st. 5:40 p.m. Like, that's not even Japan time. Japan's 13 hours ahead, so it would be like 1:42 p.m. November 1st there. Are you in Australia? Is that the time in Australia? Maybe. You stay up late for Ghost. Hello, Leo again. Sorry about the last one and the whole gauntlet situation. But okay, we should actually be playing the game here. Don't forget that there are 2 pages of items. I have the instruction manual right here. I have a feeling we're going to need to reference it several times. I did skim it before starting, so hopefully I got my big brain on, and that will help us through this game. So we need to buy a beam. If you spend all your money and don't have enough left over for a beam, I think you just have to reset the game at that point. So things like the anti-ghost suit are for when we're gonna run up the stairs. All of you excited for that? You know, the classic stair scene. Now, what else do we want to buy with all this money? I forget, like, the different traps. Capture Trap, the book. One thing the instruction manual actually does that's kind of nice is it describes each of the items. Sometimes with NES games you don't even get that. The Capture Trap is used to catch and store Slimers, while the Super Trap says increase capacity to hold more ghosts. Like, I know sometimes you still have to empty the trap. I don't know exactly how many you should take. I don't know, just take the Super Trap and I guess we'll pray that that's a good idea. And I think with that we can leave the store now. We're gonna have to come back and buy a whole bunch of this stuff later. And now I think we just hang out on the overworld map and wait for a building to flash red, and then we'll go to that location and catch ghosts. Now, in the instruction manual is a very important piece of information that I never would have known if I had not read it, is that the more you move around on this map before going to the street, the longer the street will be. That just blows your mind. Like, how many people probably just, you know, fumble around all over the map waiting for something to happen, and then they're making that road that they have to drive down like 400 times longer. So I'm not moving until I see a flashing red building. And then we are going to it, and hopefully that street is like super short. And I realize that by doing this, it probably makes the game take like 5,000 hours longer. But yeah. It's also possible, like, let me read here again. I think one of the items, the ghost alarm alerts you to paranormal activity from a distance. So I think that only buildings you're touching will flash red. So let's stand between aha, see, there we go, to increase our chances. And I'm pressing A, but this is on like the perfect spot. It wasn't. So see, the street is only like 120 meters, not very long. Isn't this an American game? Why wouldn't it be in Imperial? Oh well, I guess. And see, we're driving down the street here, and I mean, you know, you want to go fast, but honestly, if going slow means that we can pick up gas cans and not lose money by pumping in the cars, is it really that bad? Okay, so now we do this, and then this guy goes here, and then this guy goes here, and then you do a thing like this, and you can catch these guys if they are nice enough to come down to your level, which they aren't always. And I think you have like a time limit here where it will just eventually kick you out, and it's like I had no chance to catch any of those. So welcome to Ghostbusters, everybody. Alexander, yes, okay, there you go. If anyone wants to add Alexander on Switch, I couldn't find it in the last stream. I forgot what the timestamp was, but I will remember this one. This one we've only been doing it for like 5 minutes here, I think. Why am I up so late? Because I had to play Ghostbusters. It's a very important thing I had to do before I went to bed. I would not have been able to sleep otherwise. And I guess that, you know, many of you are likely the same in that way. You can't sleep on Halloween until you play Ghostbusters. And I guess we're just gonna, you know, hang out here. What's the difference between roaming around and, you know, wasting precious steps, making that road longer when we can just stand here and wait for that building to flash red? Hopefully it doesn't take long. Again, I actually don't remember what the condition is to let you into the Zuul Building. I don't think that the manual even really makes it clear. But we're not in any way, you know, close to going in there. We need to get a lot of money for that safety suit, because anyone who isn't familiar with this game, I assume most people are. Although, you know, things like the Angry Video Game Nerd video were like over a decade ago now, which makes me feel super old. Is that you have to run up these stairs, and it's like 22 flights of stairs while you're being chased by these ghosts. And if you get hit by them 3 times, you get game over and have to start the whole game over again. Unless you have the safety suit, which according to the instruction manual increases the hits you can take from 3 to 9. So literally tripling it. That is worth saving up money for. So yeah, we're gonna definitely, I guess, work our way towards that. And then if we still somehow get game over, we will cry and then probably try again. But, you know, let's talk about, you know, worry about that when we get there. See, road was super short because we weren't like roaming all around the overworld map there, and I guess we'll just pray that the ghosts actually come down to our level this time, kind of like that. Okay. So you press the A button and then that comes out, which, you know, I guess I don't technically have to catch the ghost to do that. I don't know if I'm you know, if I have a certain number of times I can press the A button and do that. Didn't look like it. There you go, we're up to $1,600. Probably should have remembered exactly how much things cost at the store, so I know if it's worthwhile to go back or not. But, you know, we'll probably just work up some money and then head over that way. Christian, good evening. Hope you're having a nice night. Hope you had a nice Halloween. And Alexander, Mario Party. So I have a video coming out tomorrow that I'm really happy with. I hope that all of you enjoy it. It's like, it's funny. It's something I've always wanted to do, and yet it is just so coincidentally relevant right now that I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that, you know, everyone has a fun time watching it. It's going to be so popular, it's going to make Mr. Beast look like a farting orangutan. I can tell you now, it's going to be the next big YouTube sensation, but that comes out tomorrow. So, yeah, hope everyone has fun with that one. But there you go. So you kind of just got to sit there and wait, and then you got to press A like 5 times, because it for some reason doesn't let you go in the first time. And see, as long as we keep picking up those gas cans, don't even need to visit that gas station. This is how you fight inflation, everybody. Just pick up random gas barrels in the middle of the road, and you will be laughing. How does this work? Okay. It's very confusing. The controls for this scene are really weird. You press B to switch which guy you control, and then A shoots that thing. And then all that effort just to catch one ghost for a whole $200. Won't the FBI buy this from me for like $1 million or something so I can just hurry up and beat the game? Oh, and look at that. Sorry, I was going to look over at the chat, but, you know, ghost busting calls accept not, apparently, because I was mashing the A button and it just did not register there. Now, why is the A button not working? Weird. Okay, well, it's working for that one. Maybe just you can't do the same building too many times. I'm trying to read the comments, I swear, but, you know, duty calls. And again, the roads are super short because we're not wasting our time roaming that overworld map there. Who would have thought? That is why you read the instruction manual. That is like a golden piece of information right there. And it's cool, too, because you only have to get to, like, 50 meters remaining, and then it just pulls you the rest of the way. Why wouldn't they just change it so that it actually hits 0, like, when you arrive? I don't know. It's very strange. But I think there is a better beam that we can buy, which reaches higher, which is really nice. So we'll try and get enough money for that. Probably a few more buildings. Is it related to Mario Party coming out on the Switch? It is very possibly related to Mario Party. It's something that's always been like, oh yeah, I should make a video about that. I know I've been away from YouTube for a while, but don't worry. During that time, I have been coming up with ideas. I feel like every time I leave YouTube and come back, my content and such is just like better than ever. So people should be happy every time I leave. They should just be like, yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna kick YouTube in the butt. So I hope that everyone, you know, enjoys upcoming stuff. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Alright, come on, Ghost. Oh. Yeah, look at that. That's what we're talking about. So I mean, this is okay. I can imagine if, you know, you get... Whoa. So what is the point of that? Does that matter? Does that affect our gameplay at all? What? What was I doing wrong? I had to make money, did I not? Okay. Open my big mouth and look what happens here. I guess we gotta do a better examination of the instruction manual. Okay, out of business. The game ends in one of 6 ways. That is a lot more ways to lose this game than I thought. You run out of gas and have no money in your account to buy fuel. That was not why we just lost. The Marshmallow Man appears on the city map scene and you have less than $10,000. Well, I was collecting money as fast as I could. What caused him to appear? So, maybe we need to buy that ghost alarm. Is maybe we were just sitting around on the map too long. I guess that could be a thing. So my strategy of not moving around the map backfired beautifully. And I guess we'll change our strategy. It wouldn't have been any fun if we beat it on our first try. I'll take second try. I will not complain if we beat it on our second try. Also, please let me know if the sound levels and such are good. Hopefully everyone, everything's sounding all right there. It's always hard to balance the game audio and the voice. And I know that everyone just really wants to hear the Ghostbusters theme loop like 4,000 times, so I'll try not to interrupt and darn. See, that's why you don't go fast. We need that gas. Gas is very expensive these days. We do not want to have to pay for it. It just means that we travel very slowly instead. And the cars have like the most predictable pattern if you're slow enough to watch them. Andrew has had sleepless nights thinking about YouTube ideas. It's true. I stay up all night trying to figure this stuff out, but it's all worth it if people enjoy it. Okay, so I see the hyper beam is like a longer beam that will reach the ghost closer to the top, and that's awesome. So 12,000 we need. Wow, that's a lot we got to get before we can come back and get that. But you have to buy the capture beam. I think the alarm is what lets you know what building the ghosts are in, even if you're not right beside it. So I guess we'll buy that, and that does not leave enough left for the super traps. We got to buy like 4,000 of the crappy traps. And actually, whoa. So I pressed select to pause the game. Nice of it to just like stick on the note that it was on when you paused. That's always the sign of a good, well-designed game. Let's see, like, can I actually sell one of those? And then I can buy this. Is this a good setup? Maybe. Or maybe not. So there you go, because I have that alarm now. The top building was probably closer, but oh well. See, how come I can't get in? I guess I have to be at the bottom of the building. There you go. But unfortunately, because I had to travel like all the way across the map for that, we have to travel a whole 200 meters, and I still didn't get the oil barrel. Which we are running low on that fuel there. I will really try to grab the next one. So I'm not going to speed. Nice leisurely drive through the city. See, if this was a real city, there would be like gridlock every 5 seconds. So you'd never get to drive this nicely down the street. I think I'm going to run out of gas. And I'm out of gas. Oh, and I have no money for gas. Shoot. Okay. Third time's the charm. We're figuring it out. And that's the important thing. Knowledge gained is a worthwhile endeavor. How much is gas in Canada? Ugh. It's almost like $2 a liter. $2 Canadian a liter. Have you played Ghostbusters, the video game, on PS3 and 360? And I see we have Paul Nelson just subscribed. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful Halloween. Yeah, the Ghostbusters games were really good. I know that they were like kind of faithful follow-ups to the original movie and such. There was even like the PS2 and Wii one, which that was such a weird era where, the good version of a game would be released. How come I cannot get into the shop? Like sometimes you just gotta mash A in front of the building. It does not register. I'm not gonna miss those oil cans this time. See, that's what we want. But yeah, that generation was so weird where like if you really wanted to experience a game, you had to buy it on the 360 or PS3. If you got the Wii version or the PS2 version, it was a sad day. And I did that for Sonic Unleashed. And I always felt like maybe my opinion of Sonic Unleashed wouldn't have been so kind of like, if I had played the PS3 or 360 version originally. Because I got the Wii version, and I hear that's the version you don't want to play. But hey, Sonic Frontier's coming out. That should be interesting. I got my pre-order down for that. See, it's slow, but it's worth it to get that gas. Okay, so knowledge is power. So we're not gonna run out of gas this time. And we're not gonna hang around on the overworld map too long. So ghost vacuum, capture beam. What was the other one? Ghost alarm. And a couple of traps I think we want. Okay. And just like that, we can now go down here. And how do I get into this building? Like, I guess that was good enough in that position there. And once again, we're cruising down Main Street. And I don't want to go too fast because that gas is so important. Hey, no, I don't have the vacuum. I don't. I think that was like the first time we played. I bought that. All those attempts ago. But it's okay. We've got it all figured out now. But anytime a gas barrel wants to show up. Like the whole gas system. Oh, it was worth running into that guy to get that gas barrel. Sorry. Like, yeah, the driving sections are definitely the silliest part of this game. I don't mind, like, the ghost capturing parts too much. It's rather interesting. Like, drop that there, and you get to control both these guys at the same time, and then you do a thing like that. But then they stay too high up, and it's pretty lame when they do that. But hey, look at that. So I'm pressing A. Why can I not... Okay, there we go. Can I pause? Select is pause. And again, it stops on that note. It's so weird. I just want to read the comments for a second. The Wii one was cool. It was cartoony. I have not seen the new Ghostbusters content, no. But I am playing the NES game, for what that's worth. Oh no, I forgot about the gas. I was just having fun driving. I was just having fun driving down the street and completely forgot to worry about, you know, loading up on fuel. But because we caught those ghosts, we actually had some money in the bank this time, so at least it's not a game over. How much is that going to dock us? How much money did we have? Like 1,600? Or maybe that was 845. Like, you know, as long as it pushes you to the gas station anyway, you need an empty trap. Oh, so you got to go empty the trap at Ghostbusters HQ. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to get repetitive fast. Especially since you don't want to go fast because you're going to miss the all-important barrel of oil. There you go. Are they always in the middle? Because if you just stay in the middle... I don't think it was always in the middle, though. You're going to be kind of off to the side. And I think you can touch the sides of the road and you don't get hurt very good. You can scrape that curb all you want. Oh, just barely hit it with the back tires. That should be it. I don't think there's going to be any more oil. There you go. That was not a hit, thankfully. That was like the computer took over. Yeah, I'll have to check out some of the newer Ghostbusters content. So there you go. That was... Wait, where did I go? Did I go to Ghostbusters HQ or to the flashing building that was above me? Please tell me I did not go back to HQ. Although, since I just got that barrel of oil, at least it's not, like, really wasting all that much, I guess. Okay, so we should be there now. For some reason, 40 meters away means that we're there. Oh, Ghostbusters on Genesis, absolutely. I have that one. That's a classic. Nice. Okay, and then we can do that too. There you go. That's cool. All right, working our way up the ladder here. Yeah, so I guess we should go buy more traps. Is probably the next thing we should do after we empty this one. Because there is that super trap. And again, I don't remember if you don't have to empty that or if it just holds like a lot of ghosts. And I think, how much does that cost? 6,000? So we have a lot of money we have to make before we can buy that. But anyway, almost pulling into HQ here as we drive very slow. Do not watch Ghostbusters 2016. Everyone's going to have mixed opinions of that one, right? I mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of remakes particularly, so I can't imagine I'll probably get too much enjoyment out of it, but, you know, if you did, then that's great. But yeah, of course, it's a thing these days to remake everything. And when that happens, I'm usually just like, oh, I'll watch the original. I don't need a remake. So I'm going slow because it's like there has to be gas coming up, right? Any second now there's going to be a gas barrel. Any second. Yes! Okay, is that enough to get us to where we need to go? Now, the whole gas system in this game is just really dumb. And like, how are you ever supposed to have enough gas to drive to the gas station proper anyway? Like, I'm thinking maybe if you drive faster, that's where the problem is here. your gas drains the same speed regardless of how fast you drive. So the game expects you to drive faster, even though that's pretty near impossible. How many of these can I buy? Only up to 3. So maybe that was a good move. Maybe it wasn't. It doesn't seem like a lot of money when you start the game because it starts you off with 10,000. Now these things seem like I'm never going to afford them. Like, how the heck? What does the sound generator even do? Who is going to play this game and save up $100,000? Slows down ghosts on stairway. Like, I don't know. Is it going to be that tough that we actually have to grind for that? It was added as a download code as part of the movie collection. Interesting. Very interesting. But I guess that's what we've got. So let's drive down more streets. I don't know. I expected the game to be repetitive, but now I am realizing that maybe I have bit off way more than... Oh, shoot. The gas situation, right. Way more than I could chew. Thankfully, I think I still had some money left, so... We should be able to afford gas. That's just, one random gas pump sitting on the side of the road. But okay. Now that we are all fueled up, let's go. Okay, so if you press B, it shows you how much money you have left. 390. So it costs like, I think, $200 to fill the tank. That's pretty modern, actually. Ghostbusters was ahead of its time, knowing what gas prices would be in the year 2022. And again, this is just like, wow, I love sitting around and waiting for things to happen. I mean, I guess I can press the A button and do a thing like that. The more ghosts you get in one go, the more money you get. So if you could get like all 4 at once, that would be nice. But how often is that going to happen, right? So, again, how many traps... Like, how fast does a trap fill up? I don't really know. The game gives you no indication of that whatsoever, which is always nice. Also, if I had the ghost vacuum, I could be catching those guys. But again, that's more money that we don't have. We have $1,190. It's more fun watching that. Rather your money down there at the bottom, because the rest of it's just useless fodder. The meters is kind of nice. I guess it's nice knowing how close you are to your next location, but the gas does not matter. Pick up gas cans when you can. Otherwise, it's a stat that I cannot control. How frequently do cars show up? Seems like every 25 meters or so, so maybe we should be speeding it more, but then we might miss gas cans. Ugh. The struggle. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That was beautiful. $1,600 for that, 4th one that we just got there. Wow. Okay, now why are none of the buildings flashing? Hello, ghosts. Please let me destroy you. Or not. Yeah, this might be a good chance to empty the trap. Okay, so we do need to empty the trap. Alright, let's see here. I like how the music stops, then it has to start all over again. It doesn't even loop properly. This gives you a break from it for like a brief... Oh, no! Okay, so we're gonna run out of gas here. We're running out of gas. There's nothing we can do about that now. Is there like a method to how often gas tanks show up? How many cars between gas tanks, I wonder? Because if we can calculate that in like a consistent rate, that would be really useful. Okay, gas... Oh! Oh! Oh, I ran out of gas. Okay, for a second I thought we had just made it, but no. Now it's the shameful push to the gas pump. It takes so long. Alright, and that means we gotta go all the way back. Ooh, so now there's a gas tank. Okay, so how many cars between each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a gas tank. So is that a consistent thing that we can predict. 1, 2. Actually, we're not going to have enough time to make it to 6 more, but you wonder. We'll try it next time. Alright, so that means we can do one of these buildings now. We've got those empty traps. We've got lots of nice money. It's really good. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so there was it right there. But, like, I wonder if it would be 6 from that one. The road's not going to be long enough to find out again. There's a lot of cases where NES games are more predictable than you might think. And when you can figure out the kind of, inner workings that at first seem really mysterious, but actually aren't. It's amazing how much easier a game can be, but it's... There you go, that was really nice. Alright, $5,000. We're building up money faster than I was expecting, I'll admit. Do we save up for that $100,000? Probably not. Wow, 100 meters before we're at the next location. We literally did not have to move. I appreciate that. And we even picked up a gas can. Things are good. Okay, so we're gonna drop this in the middle. There you go. Yeah, we're raking in the big bucks now. Can I go to one more before I empty the trap? No, I cannot. Again, an indicator that you have to empty it before you travel halfway across the overworld map would be very nice. Alright, so that was a tank. So how many now? That was a 1 car. 2 cars. 3. 4. 5. Okay, so 5, maybe somewhere around 5, every 5 cars there's a gas tank, maybe. And I think we just zoomed the next thing then. There we go. Yeah, hopefully everyone had a very nice Halloween, maybe a party or something. I know depending on where you are in the world, parties haven't been possible in the last few years. I know in Canada in particular. This time last year they were like, stay home, never leave the house again. That sort of thing still. In 2021. I know like the US, I think you guys were somewhat back to normal pretty early 2021, which must have been nice. But for us, we had to wait till like mid 2022. And now things are finally kind of like, you can go do stuff again. But they're always kind of dangling that dagger above your head. It's like, be nice, do what we say, or we'll shut your life down again. So, we'll see how that goes. But as of today, you can go do pretty much anything, which is very much appreciated. Okay. Whoa, okay. If I had done that better... could have had a little bit more money there, but if you touch the beams together, your guys die, and I don't remember exactly what the punishment for that is, so it's best if we don't find out. Alright, where is the gas tank? There it is. So now we've picked up that. I think I did pick it up. It didn't look like I got much gas. Okay, we've kind of found ourselves in the rhythm now, which is very nice. Figuring the game out. So, it ended really early. Maybe that means that the trap is full, so I guess we gotta go all the way back. Now, which location am I going to? Because I was between the HQ and the red building, so I'll take either one, I guess. Although we're running out of gas again. Thankfully, we have enough money to buy as much fuel as we need. And I guess a service to tow us to the gas station if necessary, too. Unless the can shows up, like, really soon. Oh! Oh! And it was pulling me over right when that appeared, so there was no chance of me getting it. So okay, so yeah, so I got taken to the gas station. Can I go into this flashing building? Nope. So we can go here. But now I can actually go, after this, I think I can go buy that super trap, and hopefully we don't have to empty that one. And in the long run, that will probably save time and money. So I think it costed, it costed. Good words, that just come out of your mouth at 1 in the morning. I think it cost $6,000, so it's gonna, hit our piggy bank a little bit, but hopefully it's worth it. There we go. And now that we've got that, let's zoom the rest of the way. So that's the strategy. Once you know that you're like pretty close, just pedal to the metal and get there. Billy Go Grupp, good evening. Hope you are having a wonderful Halloween. We are playing the classic NES game Ghostbusters, a must-have for any retro game collection. You're just going to want to play it all day, every day. It is such a masterpiece. And I'm just kind of paying attention here, because any second now that gas can's going to creep up on you, and you want to pick that up, with inflation being what it is. I don't think there's a person today who would turn down free gas. There we go. Now the next time that the car passes us, we're going to be like, whoa, because the cars appearing doesn't seem to be connected to your speed. It's like just a set time that they appear, so you can actually cover a lot more ground if you really speed up in that way. So what do we want to do? We're almost at the hyper beam, which is really nice. If we press B, you can sell stuff. And then if I buy the super trap, is that a good move? Again, this is one of those games where unless you're experimenting a lot, you just really don't know. And what are the other things that I have currently? I have the ghost. I have the ghost vacuum. Why is it not working? I could swear I've been driving over ghosts. You have to press a button for that? Sucks up roamers on the street. Like, I thought I've been... I'm just reading the instruction manual here. Too bad, I should have like a projector so I can put the instruction manual on screen when I'm reading it. Aqualung did a review of the NES Ghostbusters. Your Halloween started with Ghostbusters, ends with it. Showing the soon-to-be 4-year-old the 80s cartoon for the first time. Oh yes, the cartoon as well. It's amazing that, Ghostbusters is one of those franchises that was like so prominent in the 80s, and then it just disappeared forever. And then they kind of try to bring it back like they do with most series. To, questionable success. But alright, here we go. Driving down the street once again. So I can do a thing like this, and then slow down. 110... Oh, okay. So see, I really kind of didn't want to miss that, but it's okay. So we got the super trap now. What exactly that means at this point, I'm not quite sure yet. All right, come over to the left, guys. Come on over. Oh, and I missed both of them. Okay. Okay. Not bad. So are we going to run out of gas, or can we squeak by a victory here? That is the question. Oh, I was literally like lined up with that, and I moved out of the way. Speed, man, speed. Did I make it to the building, or did I make it to the gas? I made it to the building, so alright. See, that's what I love about silly games like this, is that, it feels really good to slowly figure out how it works. Alright, so far so good. It's not asking us to, go and empty the trap. Oh, and I ran out of fuel, which is fine. I had just started down the street, and this will cost, what's it cost, like 300 or something to refill the tank? As long as it's not a game over, I'm not really all that worried about it. But yeah, it's funny because like every 80s movie, used to get turned into a cartoon. Like there was a Back to the Future cartoon, a Karate Kid cartoon. I swear I'll stop bringing up the Karate Kid. Karate Kid 1 and 2 have always been some of my favorite movies. But this everything used to get cartoonized. Something like that. Turn it into a verb. Why not? It's 1 a.m. on Halloween. You can say anything. Whoa, okay. It's weird when the cars do that sometimes, and that's because it's hit a point where the game is being controlled for you when you arrive at the building. So it does some weird stuff like that sometimes. But alright, that's a nice chunk of money right there. So 12,000 gets us the longer beams, which should make these sections easier. Alright, so far I still haven't had to empty the trap. Still haven't had to empty the trap, so maybe it's an infinite trap? I would much appreciate that. Oh, and there goes the gas. Okay, so it's fine. Let's just speed to our destination. I think in real life, if you put pedal to the metal, it will consume more gas, but not in the world of NES Ghostbusters. I see, there's not much I can do about this. Oh, doesn't really give you much time. But okay, PK energy is 2,300. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll assume it's a good thing, hopefully. At the very least, we'll pretend it's a good thing. No point worrying about it, I guess. Alright, where is the gas tank? Or, I mean, it should have been a jerry can. I don't think anyone literally takes a drum of oil and puts it into their car. Maybe the Ghostbusters do, I don't know. What's this the Ghostbuster mobile run on? Maybe plutonium or something. Nice. Nice! So I think we're aiming for $12,000 right now for the longer beams. It still has not asked me to empty the trap. Why would you not buy the unlimited trap then? Hopefully this means we never have to go to Ghostbusters HQ again. But we're getting better at driving down the road. We are running out of gas, so... Oil drum, where are you? Any second now, please. And I think I had a theory that one time about it couldn't be on the side of the road, but I think the last time, one of the times it was pretty hidden off to the side. So you kind of got to be ready for it anyway. But there you go. Oh, just barely got it there. Okay, that guy's never coming down. So how's everybody enjoying that Ghostbusters theme that loops forever? I'm just having a great time with it. So I guess maybe the, who was it that showed up and destroyed the building, way back at the beginning of the stream? I guess when they show up, according to the instruction manual, you have to pay $10,000, I'm assuming, to fix the building, even though it doesn't sound like that should be your fault. I guess because you didn't stop him fast enough. Wait, so yeah, 10,000, that's a lot of money. I'm actually kind of concerned. Maybe I shouldn't spend money if I have less than 10,000. It did say 10,000, right? I'm going to press select here to pause the game. What did it say again? Yeah, the Marshmallow Man, that's what I thought. Appears on the city map, and you have less than $10,000. But what causes the Marshmallow Man to show up? Does it say that in the instruction manual? It doesn't look like it says that. So I don't know. It's kind of concerning because if he showed up right now, I wouldn't even have $10,000 to pay him, and we'd have to start all over again. I don't know. This game is so weird. But all right, down we go. Anyway, we got our gas tank filled up, which is always nice. See, I thought I had the ghost vacuum. I don't know why I'm not sucking up ghosts. Maybe I have to hold the A-bin. Hey, that was a lucky one. Wow, and look at that. Yeah, speeding up the car is very important in getting to where you need to go, but alright. Whoa, how did I change the angle there? Oh, with up... Okay, that's scary. I didn't know that up and down changed the angle of your beam. Well, alright, we got $10,000, so if Marshmallow Man does show up, I guess at least we're not gonna die. Ooh. But it's okay. If we use the speed up trick that we've discovered, you actually don't use that much gas compared to earlier. And I saw another gas can actually appeared, so it might be based on distance then, and not on the number of cars. I'll have to pay attention next time to how many meters between, gas tanks there are. Hey, that's gonna be nice. There you go, $3,000. $1,300. And again, I'm not gonna go spend money, because what if Marshmallow Man shows up and we gotta pay the man for whatever reason? Was it like Monopoly? There you go. So every time you can get like all four of them at once, that's a good $3,000. So we can enter the Zuul Building now, and that would take us to that stairway. But without having the protective suit and the other equipment, I cannot imagine that being a good idea. This event, so even though we could technically approach the final part of the game at this point, it comes down to it being a grinding game, where you just gotta get the equipment that you need, lest you be destroyed in the end game. Which, there's a lot of games like that. It essentially turns it into an RPG. You're not going to go to the final boss of an RPG unless you've appropriately leveled up. I guess you can look at it that way. Alright, come here, man. Come here. Like, I just did not want to get picked up. There you go. Fortunately, it's not going to give us the big bonus that you get if you do like all four of them at once. And yeah, I guess the super trap just, you never have to empty it. So why somebody would not immediately buy that? I mean, depending on... Oh, I ran out of gas. There you go. Doesn't matter. We got enough money for that. But, I mean, you can't buy it like right off the bat, but that's definitely the first thing you should probably purchase when you can. You don't really hear the theme? Would you like me to turn up the volume of the game? So yeah, in the chat, please answer if you can hear the music at all, or like any sound. And if not, I will gladly turn up the, the gameplay sound. I always ask for feedback in that regard. It's hard to judge on your own. I won't like blast it. Obviously, I'll turn it up a little bit. Oh, okay, well, hopefully everyone can hear it then. Okay, so we have how much money? Did that say 19,000? There's no way that was right. It keeps saying enter Zuul Building. You can't see the stats at the bottom. 19,000. It's funny because in the beginning it's like, oh my gosh, we're never gonna save up any money. I think it's the super trap that makes the big difference, because wasting time emptying the smaller ones at the HQ all the time, it's just like, it just burns like the whole game. So getting that super trap is huge. And again, it's like it doesn't even matter that we missed that. Because we can just speed down the road. I mean, realizing that you can speed also helps a lot too. And of course, a lot of it also comes down to, like, if the ghosts will come down to our level. Because if they're all just hanging up in the top corner, then there's nothing you can do. Okay, so at 100 that gas can appeared, and there was no chance for it to appear again. So maybe it appears like every 100 meters. That would be fascinating to test out. Oh, wow. Just barely. Nice. Alright, we're over 20,000 now. I think the Hyper Beam was 12,000, so when we hit 22,000, we'll go buy that. Again, I'm not sure what caused the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to show up last time. Like, maybe because we're playing better, he just, like, won't show up. Although I am kind of worried about that, so... Okay. I really wanted to get that in there before it kicked me out. 22,000. Okay. Although I think we're going to have to pay for gas, so... Should probably try and get a little bit more money first. Can I speed the victory here? Yes, you can. So we're gonna run out of gas anyway, so we might as well go to the gas station. Again, like, it doesn't make sense, I guess, why you would ever purposely go to the gas station. Like, they ran out anyway. Alexander, remember when I made a video with my mom and dad? Yeah, so I made a video where I played Super Mario Bros. 3 with my mom, and another one where I played Tetris with my dad, because I think I've told the story before. But growing up, my parents already owned the NES, because by the time I was born, the Super Nintendo had, like, just come out. So, you know, by my parents already owning the NES, it meant that I got to grow up with that instead of kind of skipping right to the console that I guess would have been current at the time. And I really appreciate that, because I love the NES so much. And, you know, just cannot imagine having not started my gaming at that point. Like, people who grow up these days and it's like their first consoles, the Wii and Xbox 360, like, that blows my mind. I cannot imagine, you know, having, like, how your perspective of gaming must be if you start with one of those later consoles. I'm always fascinated to hear about that from people. But okay, so I think we press B here. So we're gonna sell this guy and buy this guy. And I'm also going to take a drink. But okay, so we should have the longer beam now. And it clearly shows right there that we have the ghost vacuum. But I'm not sucking up any ghosts on the road, so I have no idea what's up with that. So I think this is kind of all we really need in terms of catching the ghosts. When we go into the building, we're going to want to have... Is food like a consumable? So like you can buy multiple of it? So we're gonna definitely want the suit and the food. And I guess the sound generator if it comes to a point where we're desperate enough to grind for it. But at the very least, the next thing we're saving up for is the suit at 20,000. So we're just gonna get a whole bunch of money now. And hopefully with the longer beam, that's a much easier thing to do at this point. But okay. Oh. Changed. Yeah, you save so much gas by speeding. Alright, let's put those beams to the test. Is that better? I actually can't tell. I'm pretty sure I bought the better beam, right? Pretty sure. It doesn't look all that different, but I mean, it went well, so I guess I won't complain. But yeah, if we can get like $3,000 every time, I won't complain. Hey, get some gas on the way. Yeah, I think it's a little longer now that I have a better look at it. There you go. It feels really satisfying to do that. And, you know, if we can keep that up, you know, $100,000 is not that unbelievable anymore. Where in the beginning of the game, it's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever to grind any money. But that's how a game should be. You know, it starts off a little slow, but then as you get better, as you get more powerful, you know, it's not as bad. And of course, Deadly Towers is the game I always go back to when I talk about that. People turn it on for like 2 minutes. They're like, oh my god, this guy's so slow. His weapon's so awful. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, The Legend of Zelda, you don't start off with all your power-ups either. You know, you get more power and better items as the game goes on. You know, Deadly Towers is not a masterpiece by any means, but it's definitely a game I really ended up enjoying once I got back that, you know, by that initial grind at the beginning of not really having anything, you know, to help you out. Like, I will admit, it was a couple hours probably before I was really gonna position in Deadly Towers where I felt like I was making progress. The first couple hours were just kind of exploring the overworld, figuring out what the heck I was doing. But once you figure that out, I actually had a lot of fun. I understand that for some people, you know, a couple hours is a lot to ask to not really understand how a game works. Oh, so close for that other guy. I don't know why you would ever want to change the angle. It just sounds like you know, you're asking for trouble. But alright, $20,000 again. Making the big bucks now. So does Zuul only go up when you're on the overworld map? It seems kind of that way. I do not want to go into the Zuul Building yet, please. I need more money. But welcome to everyone who has joined the stream. Thank you for devoting part of your Halloween evening to, you know, watching this masterpiece of an NES game. I hope to have, you know, a winning run at some point. Hopefully this is the winning run. I don't think anyone would enjoy probably watching, you know, all of this being redone. So we're going to make this a good run and hope for the best. Oh, and so far it's not going too bad. It's just a matter right now of getting enough money to save up for things. And I don't know if there's a point where, like, if Zuul gets too high, we lose? We've seen the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man show up, and he destroys a building, and apparently he robs you of $10,000, but as long as we have that $10,000 to pay, you know, hopefully that means we just kind of have as long as we want to grind for stuff. The question is how long you want to spend doing that. And I will warn you, I played, you know, RuneScape for many years. I can grind all day long. Or all night long in this case, I suppose. Okay, so, thing like this. There you go. That almost was bad. Yeah, you know, a few more things like that, and we're really racking up the bucks here. Don't want to accidentally go to HQ, so I'll take it from the side. Again, I think I'm supposed to have the vacuum for catching ghosts. Oh, yes, gas. That wonderful thing. Billy Goat Gruff, how much should you pay for this game? You know, it used to be like a $5 game, although it seems like everything's gone up in price, so if you really want it, you'd probably pay like $10 for it. Otherwise, you know, hopefully someday someone just throws it out and you can pick it from the trash or something. I wonder what kids thought back in the day when they bought this game. Like, this isn't the worst game. Like, there's nothing different about what I'm doing right now compared to grinding in Dragon Warrior or Final Fantasy or something. It's just a different kind of grinding. Although, I mean, of course, there's much more to those games than just the grinding, though. Where in this case, the game is pretty much 95% grinding. Okay, I will not complain about that. Looks like you're getting all the upgrades before you go after the big fish itself. That's definitely, the feeling I'm getting. Like, that's probably the smart thing to do. I guess we could have done, like, a just for fun attempt. And not taking it too seriously, just to find out what we're up against. Because I have personally never actually played the stairs part of this game. I only know of it from urban legends, so this is going to be an interesting experience for all of us, I believe. Which is why we want to go in and be prepared as possible, which is just the general rule of any video game. Be as prepared as possible. Oh, no. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Like, I was talking with a friend recently about Earthbound Beginnings, a game that I recently beat on Nintendo Switch Online. I had played Earthbound 0, the ROM of the, prototype unreleased NES translation, which of course that's what they eventually released as Earthbound Beginnings, but before it had an official Nintendo release, everyone called it Earthbound 0. And I had played the ROM of that before, made it about halfway through the game, but a few months ago I really hunkered down and played through the whole thing on Nintendo Switch Online and really enjoyed it. And then I found out later on, people were like, oh my gosh, it is such a hard game. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's probably one of the easiest RPGs I've ever played. And then I find out that everyone tries to like beat the game at like level 20. And it's like, well, that's why it would be so difficult. Here I grinded to like level 40. Nintendo was level 42 when I beat the game. And it was easy. But everyone else, if you try to rush to the end of the game when you're under leveled, you're only causing yourself problems. But compared to other, I've played a lot of 8-bit RPGs. I beat all the Dragon Warrior games. I beat Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. They are all significantly harder than Earthbound 0. So it's just a matter of like, you got to put the time in if you want to beat retro games sometimes. But, people don't want to do that, and I get it. And Earthbound 0 is an interesting case, or Earthbound Beginnings, whichever name you prefer. Because I feel like a lot of people who don't typically play 8-bit RPGs, which, every RPG is probably grindy to some degree, but especially retro RPGs are kind of grindy. If you want to experience the very first Earthbound game or chronological Earthbound game, then you have to play Earthbound Beginnings. It's not like Dragon Warrior, it's not like Final Fantasy where they've been remade a million times. You can play a more modern version of it, where you get like 5 billion XP for killing a single slime or something. If you want to experience the first Earthbound game, the first Mother game, you have to play the 8-bit version. And, there's no no hand-holding in it whatsoever like there would be in those, more modern renditions of games. So I can understand why people who have otherwise no experience with retro RPGs who are like, I want to experience the first Mother game, and they get absolutely wrecked because they try to go to the final area way too early. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to think it's like super difficult, but no, Earthbound Beginnings compared to Dragon Warrior 1, 2, 3, 4, compared to Final Fantasy, compared to, Destiny of an Emperor, The Bard's Tale, whatever NES RPG you want to compare it to, Earthbound Beginnings is like so easy. I've actually only beat up to all the Red Building Spirit. So I've played all the 8-bit Dragon Quest games, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the NES. And I'm someone who has to play things chronologically. I can't just like skip from Dragon Warrior 4. And I've heard great things about Dragon Quest 8. I really have. And I would not be against playing it someday. But I cannot. It is just in my blood to not be able to skip forward and play 8. I have to play 5, 6, and 7 first. And I'm not against that whatsoever. It's just a matter of like, obviously, that's a project you gotta plan for with the time that would take. But no, I mean, I love the first 4 Dragon Warrior games, and I cannot imagine, that I will not at some point also play 5, 6, and 7, and inevitably 8. And I look forward to that day. And the same goes for Final Fantasy. Like, people say, great things about the later games, and I, of course, know a significantly decent amount about Final Fantasy VII, for example, because everyone talks about that. But I've never played it personally, just because, you know, I can't just play Final Fantasy VII. I gotta start with the earlier ones, and I've beat Final Fantasy 1 on the NES, and when I play Final Fantasy 2 and 3, I will play the Famicom versions. I will not play remakes. I love experiencing games like how they were originally made. And then later on down the road, I'll be like, okay, well now I want to check out the remakes and see just how different they are, and that's always a really fun experience. But I'm not against grinding, I'm not against, you know, the lack of hand-holding that comes from retro games, so I really enjoy, you know, playing the original releases of games and not remakes. Like, I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever played a remake before the original. I always play the original first. But of course, you know, remakes are great for people who just don't have access to the original, or, you know, prefer maybe increased experience gains or such. It's good to have different ways to play for people who enjoy playing in different ways, I think. And for me, that way is definitely like, I gotta start at the beginning, the original release. No improvements. What is... Wait. Why did I get kicked out of that before doing anything? Okay, so we have... I've just kind of been talking and actually not paying too much attention to the game. $42,000. That's a lot of dollars. Wish I could just drive down the street and get that much money. And we ran out of gas. Actually, oh wait, no we didn't. I was sure they were stopping to pick up gas, but no. I almost put down the controller and got a drink. Billy Go Gruff, audio all good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, $43,000. It's like, at this point, we're almost halfway to the sound generator. Is it worth it? Is it worth just, like, buffing our characters to the max and going into the final area, and then, you know, somehow still screwing it up because we've just never practiced it before? I'm really regretting not practicing it at least once so I know what to expect. Is that destination or is that gas? That was actually the destination. Wow. And see, like, some people might look up a walkthrough or something before playing a game, so they know what they're up against, but that's just another thing I've never been a fan of. I like the kind of, you know, the surprise and suspense of, oh, if you press A on a building that's not flashing, it just kind of kicks you out instantly. And in that case, it was flashing, but when I pressed A, it just stopped. But it's fine, because we ran out of gas anyway, so it's all irrelevant. But yeah, in this case, see, most people would probably be like, all right, I'll look up the guide so I know exactly what's coming up and I know what I should do and such. And you know, I mean, that's probably smart. The most I'll usually do is like Nintendo Power or something. If I'm really stumped in the game, I'll be like, all right, I gotta do this the legit way. I mean, I own every issue of Nintendo Power, so it seems like you know, it'd be wrong to look up a guide on the internet when you can reference Nintendo Power for all the help you need. But that's typically as far as I'll go. If I'm really, 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 really stuck. And I'm talking like, you know, I've spent days trying to beat something and I can't. Very nice. $50,000 ruse, pretty much. Like, we're on a roll. It feels wrong to stop. So what do we need? We need 20,000 for the suit. 100,000 if we are really going there for the sound generator, and then food. I don't know, like, I think food is like a stackable item and it costs 2,000 each, so I don't know if there's a max that you can stack of that. I remember from the AVGN's video, I guess that I should mention, you know, the extent that I know about this game is from that classic video released like, you know, what is it, 12 years ago now, that I've probably watched it a couple times since it came out, but I watched that like right when it came out. I was following the AVGN since he did his Bible games video. I was over at a friend's house, Christmas break, got a sleepover. And he's like, Andrew, you gotta check out this guy on YouTube. You know, back when YouTube was like brand new. So he probably didn't say on YouTube. It was like, oh yeah, you know, you gotta watch these hilarious videos. And it was the Angry Video Game Nerd. I just binged like his whole, I say his whole, I think he had like 8 videos or something at the time. But I binged them all, and it was awesome. And then yeah, the Ghostbusters came out after that. So I actually saw that pretty much right when it came out. And that was my, first time seeing this game. And still a lot of my memories, or rather knowledge of this game, comes from that video, as I have not actively, gone seeking additional Ghostbusters NES related information. But from what I remember from that video, I don't think the food is all that useful, but it's not going to stop us from stocking up on it. And thank you, Gas Can, being right where I needed it. Oh, no one was there. The Jade Wizard. Hi guys, recently found out a glitch that makes you basically invincible in the stairs. The Jade Wizard, welcome. If you want to share how to get by the stairs, I won't complain. We're gonna keep saving up money anyway. And see, darn buildings. What is going on? I guess maybe as the Zuul gets higher, the buildings start, switching more frequently, which is annoying if true. But yeah, again, I will consider messages in the chat the equivalent of, schoolyard banter about a video game. And there was nothing illegal back in the day about going to school and, a friend being like, oh my god, I found out the secret in the game. Like, that does not count as, using a walkthrough or something. That was the legit way that information got around back in the day. I remember, for example, I found out a lot of, Paper Mario badges where they were hidden, talking to friends at school. Mega Russian Slogo in particular, because they were, weird ones where you had to walk inside the wall, and I just missed myself by hearing... Oh! Okay. So he's gonna steal $10,000, I guess. And... I guess that's that. We're down to 50,000 now. I'm not sure exactly what triggered him to show up. What was the Zuul at? I couldn't even tell because, the message kept appearing at the bottom of the screen. Let's just get to the next destination. Oh, gas can. Missed it. Although I do want to look over at the side there and see if what this, incredible strategy... Oh, so PK energy... Okay. And an A. So I'm going to pause. I can't pause there. I can pause now. I think if I can recall, you have to open a certain door right before you die, and the game underflows and gives you like 1,000,000 health points. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. I've been reading the instruction manual here, and it mentions that you have to open doors as you are going up the stairs, but that is not something that I remember from the Angry Video Game Nerds video. I know nothing about opening doors. Just, if we go to the stairs section of the book here. Once inside, you'll need to climb the stairs to the 22nd floor. Move your men forward by repeatedly pressing A. Beware of the ghosts on the stairs. If touched, they can be deadly. If you have ghost food, you press start to place it for some reason. And it lures the ghosts. By pressing B button, you can open the doors at each level, but it does not mention in any way what the point of opening a door is. So, I mean, I guess I'll do it if the instruction manual is telling me to, but some more information would be appreciated. Typical NES manual, giving you information that you need, but being just vague enough that, you still don't get the whole picture. So that's a really interesting glitch. Thank you for letting me know. Although I do worry that it sounds kind of risky. I'd prefer not just, to not die in the first place to avoid having to worry about an overflow. Because if we're getting to a point where, we have to overflow numbers. If we're down... Okay. Uh-oh. So he's destroying buildings more frequently. That tells me... Why? Okay, so We should have just gone and bought the suit then to get 9 hits and food. The sound generator, I guess, is impossible to save up for. I had 10,000 bucks. Here, again, there were the instruction manual lists 6 reasons that you can lose the game. Run out of gas and have no money to buy more gas. Marshmallow Man appears and you have less than $10,000. We were well over 50,000. You touch the ghosts on the stairs 3 times, or 9 times if you have the suit. You are defeated by Gozer and her ghostly henchmen. The Marshmallow Man reaches the top of the building before you can destroy Gozer. I think that's a final boss fight thing. You destroy Gozer with your powerful beam and save civilization. Well, that's when you win. Why did I lose? Why? I think the PK meter got too high. Well, the instruction manual we just read did not list that as one of the ways to lose the game. Ugh. What time is it? 1:53. Okay. Well, I apologize for that waste of time. I apologize for that. I guess we'll try again. That's really disappointing. Like, we could have at least made an attempt if we had known that the game was just going to end like that. So, new strategy. Just get the suit and some food and just make a run for it. Sound generator is obviously not viable. Like, I was more than willing to grind for that. I was actually having fun. But that's just frustrating. That, we lost for a seemingly inexplicable reason. Okay, so what did we buy last time? Capture beam. The alarm. And 3 traps. And then once we get 6,000, we're coming right back to get that super trap. But thank you all for joining tonight. I hope that you're at least having, somewhat fun. This is, a fun way to wait for your sugar high to die down from Halloween so you can go to bed. But the fun thing about replaying earlier parts of a game is that you get to use all of the knowledge that you gained and apply it to those earlier stages where before you were just like a bumbling mess, had no idea what you were doing. But now, hopefully, with all of our newfound skills, we can rack up money faster than ever. Like, there you go, 3,000 bucks. Well, we already almost have enough for these super traps. But yeah. Oh, darn it. I did not hit a single car in the in our last attempts. That's just a symptom of wanting to hurry up and get back to where we were. Whatever, 200 bucks. If in real life all it cost you was 200 bucks to smack off cars on the road, I think a lot more people would probably not worry so much about doing it. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I'm trying to look over at the chat. Oh, the glitch is get knocked down twice, then the glitch is get knocked down twice, then open the second floor door. Bam, you're invincible. And I'm assuming the reason it's twice is because if you don't buy the suit, you only get 3 hits. So that's why it would overflow. Interesting. I'm going to try it legit. We're going to get the suit, and we're going to try it legit. If it does not work legit, I will concede and attempt to pull off a glitch to beat the game. I'm not above that. I'm not above... I don't like cheat codes particularly. However, if the game itself has a programming quirk or something that allows you to, to have an advantage, I'm not necessarily against that. Oh, darn, I really wanted that, but the car was right in the way. Alright, so dump these guys. And let's go buy that super trap. If we have enough gas, hopefully. Also, we can't bang any cars. Oh, very nice. Actually, we can actually also sell the old traps, too. To give us a little bit of money. Compared to the price of everything else, 6,000 seems really generous. But okay, so again, What we want now is we want anti-ghost suit, and we want... Okay, actually, no, we still need the hyper beam, and then we need food. So I'd say we probably need the 50,000 before we can, you know, really hit the end. So the next thing we're saving up for is the hyper beam. Why did I... Like, I had the vacuum last time, and it didn't seem to do anything. Oh no! It stopped flashing right when I pressed A, so now we gotta drive down the whole street. That one only cost me 100. I should also mention I'm not using a turbo controller, so we're gonna have to do the stairs legit, which, yeah, I'm totally up for. I'm not a big fan of turbo controllers. And in fact, in all the NES games that I've beat, I don't believe I've ever relied on a turbo controller for one. I'm not against them though. Like, if anyone uses turbo controller, some games will even have, like, in the instruction manual that it suggests using a turbo controller. In fact, I think that Ghostbusters is actually like that. Let me look in here. I think it mentions that in strategy tips. If your controller has a turbo feature, use the turbo buttons to quickly climb the stairs in Zuul. So, turbo controller is actually officially endorsed by the Ghostbusters instruction manual. So, you know, if you have one and want to use it, more power to you. But in my case, I love the, you know, OG NES controller. Some people are like, oh my god, it's too rectangle and blocky and square. I love it. Again, it's probably just like a, you know, a side effect of having grown up with it. I've been holding this thing in my hand since I was, you know, 2 years old at least. I have no memory of playing my first NES game. It was just a thing that happened when I was growing up. So, you know, I've never thought twice about its design. I love it. But I mean, I guess if, you know, you grow up with, like, the GameCube controller or something, or the Xbox controller, and then you try to hold the NES controller, that would probably be a really weird moment. Alright, we're already up to like $6,100. So when you understand what you were doing in this game, the money grinding part at the very least is not hard. It just takes a while. Ah. So how is everybody enjoying the new stream layout, along with the new thumbnails? I'm really happy with how they all turned out. Designed by myself. Probably could have found someone to, you know, pay them to design that sort of stuff. I feel like that's, you know, a lot of YouTubers pay for editors, pay for designers. You know, I do the best I can on my own. I'm always like, oh my gosh, my editing will never be as good as everyone else's. I'm always curious, you know, like who pays for editors and such and who doesn't. Because it's not something that people, like, typically explicitly mention. Like, oh, you know, this video was edited by so-and-so. Maybe in the comments. I don't think I've ever seen that listed in the comments. Alright, well these guys don't seem to be willing to come down, so I guess we'll do that. Ugh, it's so far away. And for anyone who did not hear me mention it earlier in the stream, the distance that you have to drive down this street is dependent on how far you move on the overworld map to get to the flashing building. So the less that you move, the shorter the road will be. As short as 100 meters. In this case, the road was 200 meters because the flashing red building was like way away from where we started on the map. So very important to know if you're playing this game yourself. Don't just kind of wander around for no reason. Always make your, you know, your traveling as brief as possible. So we almost have enough for the hyper beams. That was at $12,000. And yeah, the hyper beams are so nice, letting you get just a little bit higher. Otherwise, these guys just do not come down. So the second we get 12,000, we're making a mad dash to the store for sure. And why not just make the stairs controlled by pressing right and left, or just holding A? Ugh. You know, this is like pre-Mario Party. After Mario Party came out, it seemed like every single game had like a mash A component. But for the NES, there was no excuse. Like, why they thought that was a good idea, I have no idea. Probably, you know, they probably had some sort of deal with the turbo controller companies to help them sell more by adding a part like that into their game. The worst is when shmups don't come with a built-in rapid fire. It's like, use your turbo controller. It's like, no, why can't you just build it into the game to always shoot when the A button is held? What are the trees from? Ah! Does anybody want to guess what the tree... So here is a fun game we can play. My channel's name at the top has clouds in the background. That is from a game. And the trees at the bottom are also from a game. Can anybody guess what games they're from? And they are both not from the same game. They're both from different games. I will give clues in the coming minutes, should people not get it. The Jade Wizard, the layout is easy on the eyes. Well, thank you. Happy you like it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I was very... my streams were so unprofessional for a while there. It was just like ugly black border. The chat like hardly even appeared on the screen. So I'm really happy with the the upgrade. That gas can was half on the curb. There's nothing I can do about this if they don't come down. I mean, I can press A to try and, like, suck a couple up. Like that. Hey! I'll take 3. Okay, so we have enough for the Hyper Beam now, so we're definitely going to run and get that. Let me just see here. Star Fox Adventures War Flashbacks. Gotta go. Cheers, dude. Billy Goat Gruff, sorry I was a little late on getting to your comment there. Thank you everyone so much for being active in the chat. I really appreciate it on this late Halloween evening. Happy you're all having fun. Super Fantasy Zone, no. Whoa, the Jade Wizard. Whoa. You're good. You're good. This piece of the background is from the first stage of Adventure Island 3. Adventure Island 3 is such a good game. Oh, nobody talks about the Adventure Island series. 2 and 3 are really good, but 3 in particular, is such a fantastic game. If you have not played the Adventure Island games, skip the first one. I did not particularly enjoy the first one. This is, again, coming from someone who's beat all 3 of them. And I always like to point out which games I've beat, because I feel like, it's easy to give your opinion on a game if you've played, like, the first few minutes of it. But I feel like hearing the opinion from someone who's actually played through the entire thing is just worth so much more. So in my case, I beat all 3 Adventure Island games on the NES. And I say all 3 when technically in Japan, there was a 4th one, the very last Famicom game ever released officially, and it's very expensive now. So unfortunately, I have not played that one, but on the NES, I've played all 3. And 3 is worth a play, absolutely. Very, very fun. So if you ever have the chance, definitely check out Adventure Island 3. It's pretty much just like an upgraded version of the second game. They're both so good. But don't touch the first one if you want my opinion. Touch it if you want, but not my recommendation. Okay. Walter Mahone just wants me to be quiet. I know, I've been going on quite a bit, I suppose. I hadn't planned to talk too much during the stream because I figured it was late, and I didn't think there'd be too many people in the chat. But I will. I will tone it down a little bit. Thank you for the feedback. And we're out of gas. Have a great night. You'd never played them, but you still had a hunch that the background was from Adventure Island. Wow. Good guess. The clouds at the top again, though, are from a different game. It's from a Game Boy Advance game. But I get it. I know why you want me to not talk so much. You just want to hear that great Ghostbusters background music. Okay, so now we're saving up 20,000 for the suit. And is that pretty much all we're still saving up for? And some food, right? But my voice is drowning out the music, right? Yeah, it's a catch-22, I guess. Ew, that was awful. Oh. $9.99. A great Nintendo DS game. Also now released on like every platform ever. I missed that by like an inch. The hint for the clouds was that it's from a Game Boy Advance game. I can give more hints in the future. Very nice. I'm gonna pause and it's gonna do that weird, like, long, drawn-out note. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Okay. I think you saw Adventure Island for like a minute some years back. And maybe your brain locked onto it for some reason. That's amazing. Yeah, it has a you know, a unique style to it for sure. A Link game? No, it was not Zelda. You're going to say Mega Man Battle Network just for the heck of it because I love Battle Network so much. Good guess, but no, unfortunately. It's a platformer. It was never released in North America, but you've still very, very, very likely heard of this series. WarioWare, Rockman, nope. I see why you would say WarioWare. You're probably thinking like that opening cutscene. Always a great cutscene, but nope. Come on, come back up. They get kind of like stuck in the floor. Oh my gosh. Thought they were close enough, but they weren't. It's okay. PK energy, again, I can't see what the PK energy is because there's always that message going across the bottom there, but I don't think it's too high. How much money do you think we need? Like 40,000, 50,000 to buy food and all that? We're about to run out of gas, actually. Unless we can really get there quick. Ooh, just barely. Oh. Rhythm Heaven. Nope. We're about to run out of gas. Like right now. It's a game that always has like representation in Smash Brothers trophies and such. I don't believe a character from this game has ever been playable. I have no idea. The main character would make a lot of sense to be a playable character. This series had 5 games in total. Only one of them was ever localized. The one that was localized was on the Nintendo DS. And it was very strangely the last game in the series. Why they waited that long to bring it to North America, I have no idea. PK energy is just this number that is always increasing for some reason. And it seems like the higher it increases, the more bad things happen. It also seems to be connected with when you can go into the Zuul Building, which it looks like we can now once we're ready. We just gotta grind a little bit more money here. Oh, I could have gone in here. Weird, like, half cut off building at the bottom of the screen. Let me see here. Pearl Jammer 7, hello! Hope you're having an excellent Halloween evening. Christian, the Star Game, followed by the Jade Wizard saying, Starfy you mean? And that is correct. Starfy is the game that graphic is from. It's from the opening to Starfy. It is also... Now, the reason I'm familiar with Starfy is because I actually was the main translator for the fan translation project of that, which is unfortunately like stuck in development hell. This translation is done. It's a matter of getting the programming side of things ready and the graphical side. So hopefully someday that can be released, but otherwise Starfy 1 is translated into English. Hey, you can move up and... I did not realize that until right now. That there is actually a depth to this. Oh, that's good to hear, Pearl Jammer. I'm happy you're having a nice night. Ooh, perfect. Okay, how much money should we save up? Because what are we saving for? Just the suit and the food now, right? Because we're not going for the sound generator again. We made that mistake once. We're not doing that again. Ugh. That was unfortunate, but it happens. A little lower, maybe? Nope. I'll have to do. When we get to 40,000, we'll go to the store, buy our equipment, and then we'll go to the Zuul Building. Actually, I'm gonna pause. The instruction manual lists all the items. Which ones were we going for again? Let's confirm. Ghost vacuum. No, we don't need that. Sound generator. We're not gonna get that. We're going for the food and the suit. And yeah, that's all we're saving up for. So 40,000 will probably be enough for that. I think you need money to get into the Zuul Building, if you can recall. You played this cart back in the early 90s. Good times. You missed those days. Ugh. I've been on a real nostalgia trip recently, thinking back to the 90s in particular. It's like, where did those days go? We were talking earlier about how it must be so strange for someone to, start with a later gen console like Xbox 360 or Wii or something, and then to go back and play older games. It's always an experience I'm fascinated to hear about from people. Alright, come on. A few more good rounds. Like, we're at 35,000. 2 more rounds where we catch all 4 ghosts. And we'll be ready. Perfect. Almost there. Let's work our way over to the store. Come on, red building in this area. There we go. Yeah, these road sections, once you figure them out, are really easy. The cars are so predictable. And just, if you're really worried about the gas cans, just, keep an eye out for those. But otherwise, there's nothing that tough about them at all. Can that guy come down? Alright, I'm not going to risk losing out on all the money. Alright, that should be enough money. We're going to the store. I think. It's, yeah, let's do it. Do you have to drive to the Zuul Building? I actually just thought about that. Maybe you do. Okay. So, if we're going into the Zuul Building, because I need to buy 2 items, but I only have space for 1 more. I guess we don't need the ghost radar anymore? So I'm gonna buy the suit. Can you buy more than 1 suit? No, you can't. Because if I could take 18 hits, that'd be awesome. And... well, you can only buy 1 food. It's not a consumable. Or it's not a stackable item. You learned about Starfy because of my work. Don't I have a video about it? Yes! I've talked about Starfy before. You started with NES playing at your cousin's house 1991. Cool, I'm gonna read these comments soon, but I think we gotta go in for this thing here. Is that everything I needed? I don't need the vacuum. I'm not buying that. I have the hyper beam. Ghost food we got. Does it say anything like... I thought it was a stackable item. That's what I assumed anyway. It says, use as bait to lure the stairway ghost, but it doesn't say anything about like how many you can drop. I'm just reading the manual here. Okay. So, overall, getting back to this point is not that bad. And I didn't even need to get that much money, so if we somehow lose, it's not the worst thing in the world to get back here. I'm just going to review the controls before we do anything. In city maps, okay, in the stairway scene, A repeatedly to move forward. In B button, press to open doors. Again, I don't know why you want to open doors on the stairs, but apparently you do. Okay, here we go, everyone. I think we got it all. And yes, you still have to drive to the Zuul Building. I don't even need money anymore, so it's like, let's just speed. Are you all ready? I don't think I am. And again, I don't have a rapid fire controller, so here we go. I'm mashing A. Okay. I was mashing A and nothing was happening. Am I doing this right? Move your men forward by repeatedly pressing the A button. The doors give you extra lives? But it can also kill you. Seriously? So why am I not moving anywhere? Oh, you have to hold left while you mash A. That makes no sense. No, up, darn it. So I'm gonna open this door. Actually, because apparently I can. So what did that do? Anything? Oh, why don't they go up the stairs sometimes? Oh my goodness, this is... Okay, maybe I'm regretting not busting out the rapid fire controller. Are you... Oh, I thought it was invincible there. That's why I wasn't moving. So where's the extra life? So I dropped the food there. Let's let them all kind of fester on that for a while. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. This is insane. And then they move up with you. I remember that from the AVGN's video too. Some doors have nothing. So is it like set each time? If anyone wants to tell me which ones have items, I won't complain. 7. We're a third of the way there. You only get hurt if you fall, right? Like, they're not hurting me when they just phase through me like that, I don't think. This is mean. Like, the fact that you have to mash the A button this whole time. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait, what? Why? Why? I don't understand why. I thought I was doing well. I don't think I pressed B though. I don't think I opened the door. And I had that suit, so I should have been able to take 9 hits, right? I think I only fell down like 2 or 3 times. I don't get it. Like, I just want an explanation for what happened and I'll be happy, but from what I saw, I don't think I did anything wrong. No one said this game was easy. I mean, it's not the easy... It's not difficulty that is the problem. It's just... the unexplainable things happening. That's... Ugh. But I didn't open the door. I don't think I opened the door. Wait a moment. The glitch would happen if you die there, though. So it's not the doors. What gives? Alright. Ghostbusters indeed. Oh. So we don't need to grind for as much money now, since I guess you get 1 food and that's it. Wow, that was pretty good. Ghostbusters! Alrighty. Capture beam. Ghost alarm. Traps. I'm gonna be a pro at this game by the time we're done here. It's funny, once I've played it, you know, once you've practiced the game enough just to beat it, there's that point where it's like, ah, I should speedrun it. I'm so good at it now, but no, I don't think I will. I don't think I'll ever get into that. Oh, I'm so close to getting that guy. Oh, I almost got all three. And just like that, we're almost back up to enough to get the super trap. Can you sell the traps while they're full, I wonder? Or do you have to go empty them? I guess we'll probably find out if I can get enough money this time. Not quite, probably. Oh, no! That was lame. Ugh. I guess we gotta go empty the traps. Well, that hit took off 400. Sometimes it's like, ah, just 100's enough. That guy was really greedy, I guess. A time limit? There's no way that there's a time limit for that. That's impossible. It's impossible that they put a time limit on climbing the stairs. Right? Right? I mean, I would believe it. I would believe that this game is ridiculous enough to do that, but I don't want to believe it. Because I don't think I could, like... If you have to go... If there's a time limit, then the rapid fire controller may be essential. It's not optional in that case. Almost got him. 4,800. Yes, you can move up and down before you place the trap, but not after. Very weird. Can I get that guy, or is he just gonna stay over there, I guess? Alright, we're at 6,000 now, though, so that's enough to go get the super beam. Or no, the super trap, rather. Just don't hit any cars. Nice. It's suggested to buy a super trap at your first item and never go to the headquarters ever. If you buy a super trap, and then you have 3,000 for the capture beam and nothing, and you can't buy the ghost alarm. Where the first time that we tried, like, what is it, like a couple hours ago now, I didn't buy the ghost alarm, and it resulted in us running out of time. But now that I'm better with the game, I could probably implement that strategy. So thank you for suggesting that. But now we can do super trap. So now what do we need to save money for? We're not, you know, food's not stackable, so we need... Oh, okay, that's right. I need the hyper beam at 12,000, and then another 22,000 for the food and the suit. Okay. So... Not really... I'm not sure what happened on the stairs, right? Isn't that weird? So... That's a... So, wait, then if I don't buy the suit... Is that 100% a glitch? You get hit twice, and then you open the second door, and then you'll be invincible the rest of the way up the stairs. I will do that. And I will not feel shame for doing it. Because again, I didn't look it up. It was totally told to me, just like on the playground back in the day. So, you know, fair game. So that would mean I don't even need the save up for the super suit then. Man, those guys are just having a party in the corner there. Must be nice. Anyone else who's currently addicted to Terraria? I used to love Terraria. I used to play it a lot. It was really hard to find other people to play with back in the day, though, because people would be like, oh, I'm playing Minecraft. Why are you playing that 2D ripoff of Minecraft? But no, I always really enjoyed Terraria. So I played a lot of single-player Terraria. And I'm sure there's been a lot of updates now that, you know, I'm not familiar with. Terraria seemed like at one point it was done being developed. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the guys were like, no, we're still making updates for it. And it's like, okay, sure. I'm gonna run out of gas. Unless I get a thing. Oh no! I'm just gonna speed. Speed. Did I make it? Speeding for the win. This time we're definitely gonna run out of gas. Unless a tank shows up right away. No. They said the last update would be the last, but they were wrong. We got a bunch of super cute pets. Cool. So the Jade Wizard, can we confirm that if I take 2 hits and open up that second door on the second floor, I win? Like, is that the I win button right there? Because I will try it. Although I'm trusting you. That means I won't buy the protective suit then. And we'll be done in like the next 10 minutes. Ooh, please, yes. Look at that. That was a nice chunk of money. 12,000 for the super beam. And then we're pretty much done at that point. Advice for driving is to go as fast as possible at the right. Yeah, that's pretty much the strategy that we figured out. The only reason, you know, we slow down sometimes is because of gas tanks, and sometimes the car will be like right against the far right. But then sometimes it's not. Or most of the time it's not, I guess. Alright, come on, another $3,000. We can do it. It's so bizarre that there's like the super trap, which just lets you catch as many ghosts as you want. Like you figure it would still require you to go back to the HQ, but it would just hold more. But no, it almost kind of feels like you break the game compared to, you know, having normal traps. It just feels like a cheat or something. I don't get why they were so generous. It's weird to, like, it's always weird when you have like a really tough game. And then there's just like something in it that's strangely generous, and that's definitely what that is in this case. There you go, 12,000. Just don't hit any cars. And see, I would speed because, again, even if you hit like one car, it doesn't really matter. But in this case, I really don't want to lose any money. There you go. Oh, that's right. I always forget about the money that you get from selling it, too. Okay, what do I see here? The video I watched did it. Fall 2 times, then open the second floor door, and that should do it. Okay. If that's true, then we can just... Oh, so actually, the Zuul Building's probably not open yet. Is it? No, it's not. So I guess we have to just kind of fart around for a little until it does. So here, let's how much money do I have? Yeah, I have money to spare. Let's try that strategy. Top right corner. It worked. So pretty much a modified version of what I had already figured out, but if that works consistently, then that's great. So I have the longer beam and they're still staying too high. Woo. Alright, this is going to be a longer road this time. Let's try this out. Top right. Wow, that completely trivialized the driving section. Well, thank you. You know, I was on the right track, but obviously, you know, there was room for improvement. That's just, like, this game is so easy. Like the early stages, you know, driving to the buildings, building up money, it takes a little bit of time, but otherwise, it's easy. Once you figure it all out. Still can't go into Zuul yet. Oh, barely. I almost made it. You did not know you could swap characters, like when you're catching the ghosts? It'd be really tough if you couldn't. I was gonna say, I hope I have enough money for that, but yes. So, I wonder what PK it has to be before you can go into Zuul. Is it like 3,000 or something? Nice. Your favorite games on the... Daniel Knight. Sorry, Daniel King, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't get to your comment there. It's been crazy here. The Guyana sisters, yeah. I always see that being like kind of like a Mario clone. It looks really neat. Back to the Future 2 and 3 and Dark Castle. Very nice. You think it has to do with money to get into Zuul? Interesting. Well, we'll keep building up money then. Yes, this is just silly then. I mean, if you're saving up for the super suit, then it makes sense, but I want to try this trick. I don't know, I have my doubts about the trick, but we will see. We will see then. Alright. That has to be enough money. Alright, here we go, everyone. Trying this again. With no super suit this time. So I'm going to take 2 hits and I'm going to open that door. And unless I've been lied to... Like, yeah, I don't get how last time I died. I really don't. It didn't work! I have been lied to! Fall twice, enter second... Wait, so, like, I opened it. Do I have to do something else to enter it? Like, do I have to hold up? Darn it, this is what I get for trying to use glitches to beat the game. You're gonna look it up. I mean, it's not your fault. You know, you're just telling me what, what you've heard. And I'm not, you're not required to look it up by any means. I will try again legit, should nothing come about from that. Because that's just it, we're beating the game so easily now. We know how to drive better, we know how to do all this stuff better, so Super Trap then, and Capture Beam. This was always my favorite part of the movie, seeing Ghostbusters drive back and forth. It's very accurate to the movie, indeed. Alright, come on, buildings. So I didn't take the alarm this time, which doesn't let you see from far away where the red flashing buildings are. And we'll see. So yeah, now that we know the strategy for everything, we don't really need the alarm all that bad, I guess. And there you go. Now we'll never have to go to the HQ, which is nice. There's supposed to be a yellow ghost that kills you in the door. So that tells us then that the ghosts aren't predetermined. Maybe they're random? Actually, I can get the alarm now, probably. Shoot, how much money do I have? Darn it, it was probably... Oh, now I definitely don't have enough money. Whoops. See, so there is a danger to just kind of hanging out in that corner, then. Oh, it was only... Oh, and I took that extra hit. Or I would have been able to buy it. Shoot. Alright, so... Oh, I paused by accident. Select. Why is select the pause button? Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. There we go. Now we can buy it. There was like a week where you beat Lion King on Genesis every day for some reason. I did that with Mega Man 2 once. For like a good couple of weeks, I was beating Mega Man 2 every day. Mega Man 2 is excellent. Alright, there you go. Oop. On difficult difficulty, there you go. It's not the easiest game. They really crank it up like right near the beginning with that one weird level. Yeah. Alright, so since there isn't, I guess, any determined way to do this with a glitch, as we attempted to do, I guess we're doing it legitimately. We'll try. Once again. There was a time where you watched Lion King every day, Christian. Yeah, it's great to have those things that you really enjoy. Except there always comes a point where if you overdo it, then it's like you're sick of it. You never want to watch it again, or hear it again, or play it again, and... You know, it sucks to get to that point, but it's fun until then. Come on, Ghost. Come on down. Yeah, level 2's the one. It's very bizarre. It's always weird when a game puts like this super cryptic thing right at the beginning. It'd be like starting Donkey Kong Country 2 with like Bramble Scramble. Oh, I just missed that guy. Almost Hyper Beam time. I'm loving this strategy though of just speeding as fast as you can in the top right. That's excellent. Yes. And there you go, we have enough for the Hyper Beam now. As long as we don't take too many hits. I'm gonna risk it. Also a good time for a drink. You tried to be the Aladdin again. Oh, ran out of gas. Are you playing them on that Nintendo Switch collection that came out? That was really fascinating. Very random games to re-release on modern consoles, but pretty cool. Aladdin on the Genesis was rushed because they were working on Jurassic Park at the same time. I did not know that. You have the originals on card. That's excellent. Yeah, I always like playing games on the original versions as well, whenever I can. They forgot to work on Aladdin and Disney was like, where's our game? That's good. Which is funny because everyone likes Aladdin, so they obviously still did a good job in the time that they had. Considering how easy this is now, it's almost tempting to try and save up enough money for the sound generator again, just because we are such pros at the game now. Like, we're almost at 2000 PK. It's like, you just wonder, right? If we were fast enough, could we get to 100,000? Plus 20,000 for the suit. You can play. We can play Mario Party 1 and 2 this month. I've been considering doing a stream of that. If people would enjoy. Haven't got the details worked out yet, but I think that would be a lot of fun. The Jade Wizard, you are working on a Mario World ROM hack. Well, that is something I'd be very familiar with. I miss the days when I used to do a lot of Mario World ROM hacking. Were always good times. And of course, you know, the release date's never what you expect it to be. But hopefully you get that out soon. Super Mario Omega 2 is in development hell. Probably forever, unfortunately. I haven't worked on it in a long time. Oh, you're new to it and just learned how to put custom music in. That was always the worst part for me. You know, when I first started Mario World ROM hacking, it was before Add Music even existed. And then it came out, and it was like, I had so much trouble using it. Getting the music in there right. Always messed things up. But if you can figure that out, then you're a pro in my eyes. So we could even enter Zuul right now if we wanted to, but we're not ready for that yet. See, I don't know. I don't want to, you know, see, that's the thing. People are going to be destroying their Joy-Cons. Like, you want Joy-Con drift? Play Mario Party 1. I don't think I want to destroy any of my controllers, so if we get one of those stick twisting mini games, I might be like, oh, and, you know, not take it too hard, because I really don't want to wreck anything over like a Mario Party mini game. Easy win for you then? Well, see, I'm mainly looking forward to playing Mario Party 2, so... Mario Party 2 is my first Mario Party game, and I received it brand new for my birthday back in the day, and man, I have such good Mario Party 2 memories. I then got Mario Party 1 secondhand later on. Like, very soon later. Very soon after. I had a lot of fun with that as well. Mario Party 1, I think, has the best single-player mode. Minigame Island is just so cool. And just the whole Mario Party 1 atmosphere, like the little Toad Town there, and, you know, having to get 100 stars and buying the items and stuff. I really like Mario Party 1. But it has some questionable things in it, which is, of course, just going to happen with any game that's the first in the series. And they worked pretty much all that kind of stuff out for Mario Party 2. And the minigame coaster single-player mode of Mario Party 2 is still so much fun. I had so much fun with that back in the day. Can't recall what your first was. It's funny, there was a time when like there was a new Mario Party game every year. And then they stopped that. And I was getting really sick of Mario Party, but you know, lately I've been really missing it, so it's nice to see it kind of making a comeback. I'm still shocked that they're putting Mario Party 1 and 2 on Nintendo Switch Online. I figured that they were going to do the Mario Party All-Stars thing, and then they would release DLC for that. Maybe even paid DLC. Like, I probably would have paid like $20 for, you know, a pack of like 5 levels or something. 5 new maps in Mario Party All-Stars. But the fact that they're just putting the 64 ones up there is very fascinating. You had to go battle a scorpion in the bathroom yesterday. It spooked your mom. When I stayed in a hotel in California once, there was a scorpion in the hallway. And a guy was trying to like catch it with a cup. Like put a cup on top of it. So we're like, alright, good luck with that. And then we left. But yeah, scorpions. The one good thing about living up in the Canadian North is that we don't get scorpions and we don't get cockroaches. So I guess that's technically 2 things, but you know, I can appreciate that. No big funky bugs like they get in Australia. Wow, that was awesome. You live in the desert. That's awesome. Personally, I love the hot weather. Like in Canada right now, it's getting cold out. Oh, I hate it. So yeah, I envy those who have some heat where they are. Your pet beetle died yesterday. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's really tough losing a pet. Or anything for that matter. So yeah, this grinding has become very trivial, considering everything that we've learned now. And I'm kind of just going through the paces and getting the money that I can. And considering that PK energy is at 3,000, and we're almost, like, we're over halfway to the sound generator, I'm kind of tempted just to get it. Just an all-out ultimate run with everything we can possibly have at our disposal and see how it goes. There's no point in doing like a, you know, a half-baked run and having to try again when we can just give it our all right now. Like the fact, oh darn, the gas. But the fact that I don't even have to pay attention during the driving sections anymore. That, you know, that really takes a load off your mind. Still gotta worry about the gas though. Arizona's a mixed bag of weather. I remember I was in Phoenix, Arizona during the summer. You would just like step outside the car and it'd be like someone was putting a blowtorch on you. It was nuts. Although overall, I really liked Arizona. Very nice. It hailed recently. Yeah, it hailed here recently too. 71,000? So we're currently saving up $120,000 to get the suit, to get the sound generator. Maybe the food. I don't know if the food... Might have been the food that killed us last time. That's July for you. Hot everywhere. Hot air everywhere. It was really nice though. Like I like the heat. I mean, like I say that maybe that sort of weather would wear on you after a while. This summer wasn't very hot in Canada. We didn't have that many days that were over 30. I personally like a day that's a degree or two over 30 Celsius, which I guess, the US you're probably using imperial Fahrenheit. Imagine what gaming would be like if we didn't have saving. Beating like a 70-hour game in one sitting. Well, it's kind of what you had to do back in the day. Like not, oh, that was dumb. Dumb, Andrew. Dumb, dumb, dumb. What's the PK energy at? I think we're still good. We should be good. You had a mouse issue, but you caught it and released it back into the wild. That's surprising. Usually when you hear about a mouse issue, it's like a snap. Yeah, the good old death trap. But yeah, if you can release them, that's fine. As long as they don't end up coming back. Like they remember where they were or something. Animals have a weird ability to, remember locations and how to get back to places. So YouTube just did this update like a few hours ago, as I was literally checking out my YouTube channel when it happened, where now the uploaded videos and live streams are separated into two different tabs on your channel. Not on mobile, but on the desktop version for now anyway. Maybe on mobile later. And that's something that I've always kind of wished that there would be, because maybe you want to stream, but you don't want it clogging up your other uploads. So it's kind of nice that they finally added that feature. Maybe it's like, I don't know if everyone has access to that feature now, or just some people now can see it like that. But it's funny that, like, just as of a couple hours ago, they did it. What's going to be your first stage, Western Land? So, I always associate Mystery Land being my first stage. That was the first stage I ever played of any Mario Party game, was Mystery Land. And I know that's a pretty questionable one, because there's some, a lot of RNG going on there and stuff, but I always enjoy Western Land, though. Okay, yeah, I mean, I understand. Of course, don't want to kill them if you don't have to. I've just never, I guess I've never thought too much about it. Another thing that, thankfully, we don't have too much issue with in Canada, I guess. That's the one thing about being somewhere hot, is that, you gotta deal with all the rodents and insects and stuff. Alright, come on. Let's not crawl the last bit here. $30,000 more. And then we'll do the ultimate attempt. Come on, guy. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. They separate shorts from normal videos too. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people's channels were really clogged up with shorts. What do people feel about shorts? Seems to be like the current thing that YouTube pushes, so if you really want your channel to get out there, you have to make shorts. But I'm not a TikTok person or anything like that, so it's a very foreign concept for me. Again, I'm hoping that tomorrow's video is just like skyrockets. Skyrockets in, in views. It'd be really cool. Share it with your friends, share it with your dog. I think it's gonna be an interesting video. I think people will want to watch it because it's an interesting idea. But we'll see. Plus, of course, it captures that current trend with Mario Party coming out on Nintendo Switch. So we'll see how many views it gets. Almost there. Almost there. Oh my goodness. The music is starting to kind of get into my head. I beat an NES game recently called Gemfire. It's a strategy game where you have to like take over all the different countries and rule the continent. And I'm not usually much of a strategy game person, but it was really good. It's an NES game. I don't know if I mentioned it was on the NES. And it requires some pretty deep thinking about like where you're gonna move your troops and stuff. And I went to bed the night after beating it. I pretty much just like played it the whole day, beat it, went to bed. And there's the Tetris effect where like if you play Tetris for a while, you'll close your eyes and see Tetris blocks and such. But in this game, I was seeing Gemfire when I closed my eyes, which is weird because it's not the kind of game you would normally think to be kind of imprinted in your mind like that. But I guess when you're focusing on the screen like that and concentrating, it just kind of burns in like a TV screen. There's a program that makes Game Boy games? I would love to hear more about that. I did not know that there's just like a program that... I mean, there's probably more to it than that. You're probably like a programming genius. But, yeah, I would definitely love to hear more about a way to make Game Boy games. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Woo! I need to save some energy for all the button mashing I'm about to have to do. Come on, Ghosty. Come on down. There we go. Oh, I thought I got him. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, almost there. The ghosts are picking up in speed, which is concerning. How much PK energy are we at? I think we're almost at like, we're around 4,000 to 5,000? And I think it's around 9999 that you... Oh, 5,000, wow. It's creeping up faster than I thought. Oh, I didn't mean to get that. I pressed A instead of B by accident. Okay. A few more times here. We're good. Hopefully the sound generator helps. I mean, just it's really piquing my curiosity. So at the very least, we'll know if it's a waste of time or not. You're a coding noob, so if you can do it, anyone can. GB Studio. Wow. Cool. And a game jam. Like, wow, that sounds really fascinating all around. I'll look into that. Thank you. Alright, is everybody ready? We are getting close here. Very close to our next attempt at the Zuul Building. Still not sure why I died that first time. But it is, I guess, recorded, so... all the Ghostbuster NES experts out there can analyze that. Maybe I discovered some new glitch or something. The speedrunning community will be changed forever. Probably not. Oh, darn it. I think it stopped flashing the second I went in. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of extra money in case I run out of gas or something bad happens. One more building should do it. Okay. To the store. Can we make it without running out of gas? Probably not. Ah, we did too. Okay, so what do we need? So I'm gonna buy sound generator, anti-ghost suit. Okay, I just need a second. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. You know, gotta do your stretches. Oh, thumb stretches too. Finger stretches. Okay. And a drink for good measure. So that should be everything, right? Sound generator, hyper beam, ghost food. I don't get how that's a suit. It doesn't look like a suit. It just looks like a blob, but okay. Okay. Can I enter Zuul now? Now it's not letting me enter Zuul. Weird. Oh, maybe because I don't have very much money? Huh. Oh, no. Don't tell me I... What should I do? It's not letting me into Zuul now. I guess maybe it is connected to how much money you have? Ooh, that's concerning. I guess I'll go get the trap back. How much money do I have? Hopefully some. Okay, we'll sell the food because nobody cares about the food. Buy the trap again. I don't know that the food was really all that helpful anyway. Like, maybe I don't need to worry about the food regardless. But alright, I guess we need to get a little bit more money before we get into the Zuul building again. I didn't account for that. Which is kind of concerning, but hey, we'll see. Come on, come on. So the second it says I can go into the Zuul building, I will. Forget the food. Uh-oh, the number's really going up. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh my goodness, can this game not just cut me a break? I don't get why it would be connected to the amount of money to go into that building, but... You figure the PK energy would be enough. Maybe it's like, hopefully it's just like 10,000 or something though. Yeah, that number's climbing fast. Which is funny is it wasn't climbing very fast originally. I guess it just as it goes, you know, as the game goes on, it goes up faster. Come on, come on. Please be 10,000. Please tell me that 10,000's enough. Yes! Okay. This is it. I got the sound generator. I got the super suit. Here we go. You're not moving that slow. Like, is there a time limit? If there is, an indicator would be nice. Like 22 floors. This is disgusting. So I guess maybe the food wouldn't have been a bad idea. Because they're all kind of crowding near the top. Which I mean is a good and a bad thing, I guess. Like 10 floors would be enough. 10 floors, I could see it being. Oh great, ambush from both sides. So the food is important. The food is more important than it seemed the first time. No. I'm afraid to pause. Is there a pause button? Okay, I can't pause. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm nuts for not using a turbo controller, that's for sure. This is all just prep for Mario Party when it comes out, I guess. Oh my goodness. 22 floors, right? 7 to go. Okay, here we go. No. Trying to sneak by that guy. I don't remember how many times I've fallen. Oh! So we learned a lot from that run. The sound generator is probably not all that necessary. Maybe. We are going to try again after a brief break. And I think the next run will be the last one. But, yeah. Quick break and we'll be back. You can enjoy the silence of the title screen for a moment. Time to pull out the turbo controller? Oh, I don't know about that. I'm crazy enough that I think we'll give it another go without it. This run should be a lot quicker than the last run. The last one, we went through all the effort to get the sound machine to questionable effect, so I think this time it will be a lot faster because we'll just get the protective suit, we'll take the food, and getting that much money should only take a few minutes. Wow, 300 meters. It's usually not that far. We really traveled around the map for this one, but strategy works well enough. Oh, so close. Yay! That's a nice chunk of change. Thank you all so much for your support, though. You know, that's how it goes with retro games. You can't predict when you're going to beat them. You know, any curveball can be thrown at you at any time. Which is why I usually like to, you know, try and stream games where I think, you know, I'm on the cusp of beating it. In this case, I hadn't played it at all before starting the stream, so I had no idea what to expect. But I was like, you know, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. And honestly, I don't think it's that bad. You know, we have figured out this early stage of the game so well. Like, it's such a non-issue at this point. It's just figuring out the stairs and then what comes after that. And I'm losing my voice. Happy Halloween. You know, some classic case of Halloween laryngitis. We're attempting Inktober and Wumptober. I've heard of Inktober. I have never heard of a Wumptober. Oh, is it for fanfic writing? Cool. Already, we need like, you know, one more of those and we can buy the Hyper Beam. It's amazing how fast it flies by once you understand what you're doing. Which, you know, that's what they say back in the day. They had to make the games really tough because, you know, otherwise they'd be way too short. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so we can sell that, buy that. What are we saving for then? We're saving for the food and the anti-ghost suit. That should only take a few more minutes. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, that's awful. You make everyone cry? Ugh. No, the world of fanfics is fascinating. Not one I've, dove too much into, but in a case like, where a series gets abandoned or something, or it ends, and you want to add additional context. I think it's cool that people take up the reins on that. I haven't heard about Five Nights at Freddy's in a long time. It was really popular, like, what, a decade ago? I don't know anything, if anything's been going on with the series lately. I never really played the games. I just, of course, it's impossible to not know about it. So yeah, I can enter the Zuul Building now if I want. Again, probably just because I have over $10,000. So I guess we technically need to get like 30,000 before we can beat the game. Still, not much longer. Yes. Just a couple more buildings. Oh, so they are still releasing Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Interesting. Okay. So what do we need? So we're gonna want the suit, of course. And the food. And I think that's it. Now I just need to get some more money before I can go into the building, and we're good. Yeah, I guess there was no rush to buy those items. I could have waited till I, had enough money and then gone and done it, but that would be, that would have been the easy way. And why not just make it more difficult for ourselves while we're at it? Come on! Yes! Barely. But yeah, the second it says Zuul Building again, we can jump in. And how long has it been since we started this attempt? Not that long. Once you know what to do, it's very quick. Ugh. Come on, come on. I guess I should just do it then. Like another 3,000, we can probably go into the building. If we can knock that off this time. Okay, can we go in now? No. Maybe a little more money. Zuul really wants a lot of money. I'm still confused about that first time we tried the building. Why exactly I died. Like, that's just what spooks me more than anything. It's like not understanding that. Because what if it happens again and like I don't know why. All right. Here we go. I hope I got... I think I have all the correct items. Woo! Building time once again. So let's note... Is there a noticeable difference? Yeah, maybe they are a little faster. Holy crap. Okay, they're really fast. All of a sudden. So it only counts as a hit if you fall, right? Run, man, run. Oh yes, everyone go down, please. Okay, that's one. No, two. Three. Wait a minute, I had the suit. I'm so confused. I am so confused. I was sure I had the suit, right? Ugh. This game doesn't even make any sense. Like, that's the problem. Like, you read the manual, you think you understand everything that's going on, and then... it's like things don't even seem to match up with what the manual says. I don't know what to make of that. Is it, if you have the suit, why do you not take 9 hits instead of 3? That was only 3 hits. That can happen. Well, what exactly is happening? Like, it just doesn't register that you have the suit? That's the part that confuses me, is it's like, if I have the suit and I should take 9 hits, how do you get game over if you only have 3? If you only take 3? Oh, I thought I got him. Your brain is fried. Yeah, don't feel the need to stay up. The stream will be saved, so I'm sure everyone will just be banging down the doors to see the winning run, which there better be one. We've played too long for there not to be one, darn it. Oh, this game. Ooh, they just disappeared as I did that. So now I can finally go get the longer beam. And that should help us out. You know those TV shows where there's that trope where the character falls asleep behind the wheel? Well, that's how I feel about driving in this game, and you can just like hold the buttons and, you know, you don't really need to worry about it all that much. That's me, just like, ah, yes. A nice time to rest while driving down the street. The most restful part of the game. 。 One time you were fighting a boss in Sonic Heroes, and 1 second here. Fighting someone in real life for a remote, you somehow got an A rank on the boss. But Sonic Heroes goes up to S rank, right? I hated when they did that. As someone who's got all 155 A ranks in Sonic Adventure 2 twice, once on the GameCube version and once when it came out in HD on PS3. Ugh. Why do games have to have an S rank? A should be the highest. Is nighttime my favorite time to play video games? My favorite time to play video games is any time, but nighttime's fine. My sleep schedule lately hasn't actually had me up all that late. I just know how to persevere, I guess. How about everyone else? Is this totally destroying your sleep schedule? If so, I apologize. Oh, okay, so it could have been S. Regardless, though, that's pretty cool. Come on back down here, guy. There we go. So theoretically, assuming that I get to the top of the building, is there anything I need, I need to know about that, so that we definitely don't screw up once we're up there? Oh no, I never even got those guys. Blech. And how much time do they give you? It doesn't seem very long. It seems like 30 seconds or something. Again, you know, this game could give you a little bit more information, a clock or something on screen. That'd be nice, but nope. Why would they want to be helpful? Nice shot. They're just like not gonna come down, I guess. I still ended up getting 3 of them somehow. Oh. The reason I stopped playing Sonic Heroes, like I'll admit I've never personally beat Sonic Heroes, despite loving the adventure games. Sonic Heroes just felt way too repetitive, and I don't know, I wasn't enjoying it for whatever reason. Like, it feels like, you know, there's 4 stories and they felt so similar. And then you die and you lose all your points and it's like, I have to get a high rank on the level, so then, you know, you feel like you gotta start the level all over again, and I don't know, I could just never keep up with Sonic Heroes. Sega remastering Sonic Colors was interesting. Interesting choice. I always wanted Sonic Colors in HD. So, you know, I thought that was pretty cool that they released that. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but most remakes usually aren't. One time in Sonic Adventure, you ran into a glitch where Tails couldn't progress anymore. And you saved, so you had to replay the whole game. Is that like a, you know, an overworld thing? There was like a key item you're supposed to carry somewhere and it just didn't spawn, or you despawned it? Wow, that's rough. And like that would probably mess up the other characters' stories too. Like you can't just delete one story. So you had to delete your whole save file? Ouch. Yeah, Sonic Adventure, you can see the cracks in that one. It's it can be a glitchy game sometimes. In your dreams, all you're gonna hear is the Ghostbusters song? That happens. I can imagine I'll be much the same. Ah. No! Ugh. It could have an error or something letting you know which one's in control. Again, a lack of information. You couldn't even beat the later levels in Heroes, you kept getting game overs. Shadow the Hedgehog's a very fascinating game. And I like it, but I don't know how to feel about it sometimes. Come on. Oh. Ah. Oh, perfect. No, I've not seen that. Ugh. Why are there only 2 Ghostbusters, right? Yeah, the people who made this game clearly couldn't count. They don't like putting any information on screen either, so obviously they had something against numbers. They hated Sesame Street as a kid. There are actually Sesame Street NES games. How could they publish their game on the console that had those? Alright, come on, come down. If you actually had to care during the driving sections, this would be so much more difficult. I thought he was coming over. Could have got more money. Have you ever had bot attack on stream chat? Chat seems clean mostly. No, I'm very fortunate to have a very good viewer base who's very, very kind and respectful, and things are usually pretty good here. I'm not in the big times yet. Maybe someday. That's the dream, right? To get bot attacked. That's when you know you've hit the limelight. I'm telling you, tomorrow's video is going to be big. Everyone's going to be watching that one. Everyone's going to want to know just what's up with that. You can change that, let you make a bot. No, Christian, you do an excellent job helping moderate. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's lots of bot comments lately, or rather, bots in comments of people's videos lately, trying to impersonate people. It's very, very weird. Good, because you don't know how to in the first place. Someone out there no doubt does. Yeah, that's right, those handles. So is that why they're doing that? Interesting. I didn't think about that being like a way to combat bots, but I guess it makes sense. Don't get me started on the Let's Be Friends bot. Yeah, there's been YouTube bots forever, but they seem especially bad lately. No, thank you, Christian. You saw one once and removed it for me. Yeah, I don't get them on my videos too often. Thankfully. But again, you know, that's for when you get to the big times. So when I start getting bots every day, we'll throw a party. Anyway, one moment here. Sorry about that. Don't forget you when I do. Absolutely not. No, I could never be one of those people who's like, aha, I'm famous now. Screw everyone. No, never. But that's the goal, of course, and this time I'm going to work harder than ever to get there. And I hope that everyone enjoys the craziness that will no doubt ensue along the way. Evil Andrew comes out. Yes, the second that the subscriber number hits 6 digits, that's the end. Still need to finish watching my Donkey Kong Country Unveiled Let's Play. Haven't finished it yet. Yeah, that was a really fun hack to play through. It's funny, someone just recommended it to me. Like, it just came out and someone's like, hey Andrew, you should check out this hack. And I was like, okay, sure. I'll check it out. Probably won't end up doing like a whole Let's Play of it, but I'll check it out. And then, yeah, I just kind of kept going with it, and there was much like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And then, you know, it ended up being really, 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 really fun, so. Missed that guy. But yeah, I'm happy that, you know, it's definitely one of my more popular series on my channel, so I'm really happy that everyone enjoys it. It made all the suffering worth it. Grow a handlebar mustache and wear a top hat. That's it. When I get to 100,000 subscribers, I will do that. I'll do that. If I get 100,000 subscribers, I'll grow a handlebar mustache. There, I've said it. If you want to see that, spread the word. Oh, the black banana? That was so out of left field. I never expected in a million years that there was going to be this, like, really, like, hard to see banana at the top of the screen like that. And don't forget, I'm playing all these games on, like, an old CRT TV, so I don't have the advantage that people playing on an emulator would have, where, you know, the picture's crystal clear. You know, to me, it just looks like, you know, part of the blurry screen. I will twiddle the mustache. I'll also find someone and tie them to the train tracks. Okay, maybe not. You didn't see it and you have a big monitor. Yeah, it's not that easy. Alright, come on. Zuul's picking up. Let's get that money. Almost there. What else do the typical bad guys wear? Usually a cape or something, right? That guy's just gonna hang up the... Ah! You love the train part? I'll do it. I'll make sure it's like, you know, tracks that aren't used anymore. One episode, yes? Which one? I'm so happy that everyone's still enjoying Unveiled. You know, it makes it all worth it. Come on, guys, come on! Ugh. PK energy is getting really high. Donkey Kong Let's Play. Yeah, it ended in April, or rather, sorry, not April, August, with the bonus video being in September. And yeah, already a year. I actually went an entire year there without doing like a real upload. I did some streams in between, like 3 streams I think, but I pretty much took an entire year from uploading. And now I've just suddenly like really gotten back into the groove, which, you know, I'm really, really, really enjoying the content I'm working on currently. I've gotten a lot of ideas over the past year, and I'm looking forward to putting them into action. And even just things like, you know, I've been streaming a little bit more lately. Happy everyone seems to be enjoying that. Really hope we can get a win for everyone here in what will probably be our last try, because, you know, it's the same thing with Gauntlet. When I play retro games and I'm not streaming, it's much more organic. It's like, let me just darn it, where's a building I can get into, and then I'll yap on. You know, maybe I'll try a few times, I'll turn it off, take a break, go get something to eat, come back later. But when you're streaming, it's like, well, I gotta play for like 4 hours straight. And that's usually not the best way to play retro games. Usually you need to give yourself a break. You'll feel a lot better if you do. So, just the, you know, the stream environment is not always the best tended to beating tough retro games, but we're gonna try anyway. In this case, it's just like Gauntlet. We've got so close, but there's just like the last few little pieces that need to be put together. So I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time. I need to remember that we still need to keep around like $15,000. No! To enter the Zuul Building. Pain. So much pain. And now the building's really going nuts. You can't believe you watched Ghostbusters NES for 3 hours. How do you think it feels to play it? But I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you. Come on. There we go. Oh, the one that was Toxic Tower? Yes, that's an awesome level. And Unveiled. It's a rough one though. And that DK coin, like, wow. What? Oh god, PK energy is getting really high. Okay. Wait, I don't need the alarm or the trap. So we can probably go here now. Okay, so we don't need this or this anymore. We can buy the sound generator. We can buy the ghost suit. Shoot, I might not have enough money still. Oh, can I enter the... Uh-oh. Okay. I was really scared. I thought I was about to lose for a second there. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Like, is there a time limit or not? Because that makes a big difference in if I start rushing or if I just take my time. Please stay away from me. Please stay away. Go away, go away, go away! So I'm gonna... Okay, I know you're moving slow, but you can move a little faster. This is so painful. Like, because they're slow, if I could just stay ahead. No. Even though in their slow mode, they still catch up too fast. Okay, thumb break, thumb break. Do it, feel the burn. Imagine you had to press A to walk in real life. Oh my goodness, okay. Just letting some feeling return to my fingers and thumbs. Alright, here we go. Come on, get on the stairs, get on the stairs. Yes, everyone down, yes. Okay, that was me pausing. This is it, the final stretch. So, like, look at that beautiful staircase. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just need thumb power to get myself up there in like a split second. The pause button is a button on the controller, and it should always be used if it gives you an advantage. It's not a cheat. Like sometimes, the pause button might give you a bit more insight into where an attack's coming from or something. It's a button on the controller. The NES controller only has 4 buttons. Never, ever, ever be afraid to use the pause button if you can somehow get an advantage out of it. In this case, I think it's fair to take a break for a second. Oh my goodness. Still got the boss. What is the boss? How does the boss work? Don't you just like shoot it a few times? I don't personally know. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I thought it was the 22nd floor, not the 23rd floor. Come on, everyone, go down. Oh! Okay. 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 Drink of water. Let's get that done. I think I need a new bottle here. Let us refresh our memory in regards to what the instruction manual says about this. Dreaded Zuul. Once inside, you'll climb stairs. When you reach the second floor, you'll go head to head with ferocious Gozer. Your only hope of survival is to launch your beam by pressing A button. While battling Gozer, use down arrow on your control pad to see the monstrous marshmallow man climbing up the building. Okay, so it's just a shmup at this point, right? Okay. Can I take hits from the attacks? What about the attacks? Anyway, here we go. Like it's a freaking shmup pretty much. No, my God, no. Is that it? Is that it? Congratulations. Go on. Rest our heroes. Wow. The whole time, it was just this drive, you know? I never want to do those stairs again. I don't know how hits worked there. I really don't. There was one time I was getting my butt absolutely kicked. I was just like in the middle and taking tons of hits. And I'm shocked I didn't die. Oh my goodness. The reason it's worse than a shmup because when you press down, they start shooting down. It's like, no, I do not want to shoot down. Just stay upwards. You know, strafe backwards, but I don't know how close I was to dying or like how dying even works in that part of the game, but that's it. That was Ghostbusters. Hooray. Oh my goodness. Throw a glass bowl on the floor. Yeah! I am just so happy that everyone who stuck around for this abomination actually got to see a victory at the end. That's what makes me more happy than anything. Like, I'm not one to, you know, be frustrated because I have to replay a game or something like that. But for the viewers, I really wanted to get that victory in there. So to everyone who was here and saw it, go brag to all your friends. Oh my gosh, that was good. Thank you so much for sticking around. This was a lot of fun, and the sound generator ended up being really important. The way that it slows down the ghosts was actually really crucial in getting to the top of those stairs. So, you know, what time did it's 4:30? We started about 12:30, so 4 hours. All my streams end up being about 4 hours. It's not intentional, I swear. Just, yeah, we learned so much during this time. And to see it all come together at the end there really makes me happy. So thank you all so much for sticking around. Oh. Now you don't have to play this game ever again. That was the hope. That was just what I kept repeating to myself during that final fight. Is like, oh my god, I never ever want to play this again or hear that music again. It's 1:30 for you right now. It's 4:30 in the morning here. But it was worth it. It was worth staying up late to know that when I wake up tomorrow, I never have to play this game again. But it was worth it. It was fun playing it. And, you know, I didn't use a rapid fire controller. I didn't use any cheats or glitches. That just shows you it is possible to do it with some practice. So now for homework, I expect all of you to learn how to play it yourselves. And I expect you all to upload a video response to this stream by the end of the week. Of course not. Just never, ever think of this game again. And I hope that you can all sleep without hearing this music in your dreams. I know I won't be as fortunate. But with that, I think I'll stop taking up all of your evenings. No doubt you have lots of important things to do, such as sleep and or shower before doing so. Here's AVGN. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christian. You know I do want to watch that after. But then again, I think he does play Ghostbusters 2 in that video. Makes you think. Do we dare? Thoughts for another day. But with that, thank you all so much for staying up with me on this late night. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a great Halloween. I hope to see you next time for something different. Don't forget, a video, I mean, I guess it's technically today, but I'm going to say tomorrow anyway, is going up on my channel on Tuesday. Hope you all enjoy that. But with that, again, thanks, and see you later, everyone. Ghostbusters 2 is a better game. I don't deny it. I don't see how you can get much worse than this. Have a great night, everyone.